Stadium in South Florida in Broward County in 2006, and he came to Palm Beach County a year later, building the Boca Riding Club and MAQ Stadium in Delray Beach, where championship events are held each year. The 2022 Legends World Cup will be played at MAQ Stadium. MAQ is a former member of USA Cricket, the sport's national governing body. He is the president and chief executive officer of MAQ Group, one of the largest real estate and financial groups in the United States, specializing in commercial real estate and sports management. At a special ceremony in Boca Raton last October, MAQ was bestowed the Lifetime Achievement Award from the Cricket Hall of Fame. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the Palm Beach County Sports Hall of Fame contributor of...
Good evening. I know you see my intro. I'm CEO Chairman for Cricket Council USA, and my job was build the cricket in the United States and have 8 regions, which has been developing. And first cricket ever been played and fast version is at T20 in Dania Beach. I migrated 1984 in USA. My dream was how come cricket is not been playing one of the American sports. The reason is not been playing, there was long version games. It's the 5 days to find out who's win the games. So they never been one of the American sports. So I created the shortest version, it's T20, can finish 2.5 hours the games, and all Americans start liking that games. It's one of the American sports. But just remember, cricket the second world largest sports after the soccer, and none of them Americans recognize that sports is a cricket in America. But now is moving forward. We have first stadiums has been built internationally, and my duty is I live in Palm Beach. I brought MCL, Major Cricket Leagues, in Palm Beach County first time last year during the pandemic. And first Hall of Fame dinner night I invited have to be hosted in Palm Beach. Second goal is I want to bring this thing up World Cup championships in Palm Beach and Broward County in USA. 2024, I went to the Dubai last week. They're recognizing they gonna have World Cup in USA 2024. Is World Cup is cricket is just like Olympic. It's just like Olympic. So I want to have, first of all, I met today and who actually introduced me, Mr. Michael Zeff actually, I'm sorry for his name, but he's the one who introduced me in here, and I did a lot of programs in Palm Beach County for the Kids Festival every year, and also we bring the first cricket fields is ICC approved in Palm Beach County. My goal is some way county mayors and commissioners and recognizing cricket in Palm Beach, bring one of the sports. Just for the youth, for knowledge, cricket is most paying sports. It's minimum, like my son is born raised is in Palm Beach. He's playing for USA teams. Minimum his contract is $200,000 small leagues to up to $20 million. That's a huge amount of the money incentive for the kids. He's in Dubai right now, he's playing up there. But there's a lot of American kids, they will start playing cricket now. So we had MCL we started, we like to your support. We want to have more field in Palm Beach County, and I can do my contributions developing cricket in Palm Beach. We want to bring Palm Beach one of the cricket home grounds, and God bless America, God bless West Palm Beach. Sports can be bringing in cricket in Palm Beach. Thank you so much.
MAQ Group Investment Project.
Indian Lake Estates as our newest Florida land investment opportunity. Situated in Central Florida, in the same county as Disneyland, Indian Lake Estates is within easy reach of Orlando, Tampa, and the Space Coast. Indian Lake Estates is a gated private community covering 10 square miles right next to one of the largest freshwater lakes in Florida. Entering through the gates, you soon discover an 18-hole championship golf course, a 9-hole executive golf course, alongside tennis, pickleball, and basketball courts. And when the games are over, why not relax in the estate's 23,000 square foot clubhouse, have a drink at the bar, or dine in the restaurant looking over the golf course. On the western side of the development is Lake Walk on Water, a 14 square mile translucent freshwater lake that is every fisherman and boater's dream come true. And once at the lake, you'll discover the longest freshwater pier in Florida, a perfect spot to fish or just watch the stunning sunsets next to the abundant wildlife. Indian Lake Estates boasts a variety of half-acre buildable home sites extending from the golf course to the lake, including lake access canal lots. All lots come fully deeded as well as inspected for wetland and flood zones. Owners can use all the facilities without having to build. Caledonian offers a limited number of buildable lots with significant investment growth potential.
MAQ Group Investment Project. For more inquiry, call us at +1 561 392 4800 or visit our official website www.maqgroup.com.
Had to get the wheels turning there to get in. He's pulling this one, he's pulling well, and he's going to go over the boundary rope for the first maximum of the inning.
Yeah, big shot again from Raheem Cornwall. We've seen it. So Hamza Tariq comes out of the Scotland national team. And look at that. All the ease in the world. Inside out. Raheem Cornwall smashes this one over the offside and 16 runs off the first over.
I will see what Jimbo Cornwall will make of it.
So Raheem Cornwall, oh, smash straight out of the playing area, and it's gone a long way. Raheem Cornwall on the charge and smashes the Jelani Seal serves up. And this one, similar position, similar result. And while it may not have gone as long as the previous one, it's gone for 6. Couple of sixes here from Raheem Cornwall. The pressure, couple of sixes already. Raheem Cornwall, this is high in the air. This could go all the way. In fact, it has gone all the way. So 3 sixes in the over. Jelani Seals. Square leg one at mid-wicket. Here is Jelani Seals. And this one.
Again, it's gone. My word. Cornwall on the charge. And he tugged that one from outside the off stump. Gave it a treatment. And that ball has gone over into the adjoining fields.
So Jelani
For the sixth.
So Raheem Cornwall waits for Jelani Seals. He runs into both to Raheem. Raheem smashes this one over the long off area. And a couple of bounces and it goes away for 4. John Simpson gives chase. And while it wasn't a 6, that's a good looking shot from Raheem Cornwall. This over Jelani Seals would have bowled. He runs in again to both to Raheem Cornwall. And Cornwall down the ground he goes, and it's gone all the way. So Raheem Cornwall gets a 50 in just 12 balls.
My word, the quickest 50 in this tournament. Here comes the way.
And he Seals runs into both to Raheem Cornwall, who's on an even 50.
And he goes again.
Look at
Yes,
that.
he goes. As easy as they come. And that's the biggest one yet. He goes into the stands. Cornwall on the charge. May have been inspired.
So Cornwall goes straight down the ground to long off. And look at that. It's gone a long way. 6 more runs to Raheem Cornwall.
Folks, these are not highlights, folks. These are not highlights. This
Just 12 balls. Oh, straight up to long off. Has he given the man a chance?
During the broadcast. Here is Johnson flicked away. Beautiful shot there by Qureshi for 4. First delivery, it was as if he was batting there all night.
All or none is what Zishan Qureshi is all about. And as you can see on the replay, he lets the ball come on to him and just at the last moment opens the face of his bat and let the ball run away to the fence.
And that's down to the boundary for 4. Qureshi goes with this one. Massive hit. Couldn't go all the way. 6 runs. Sean Qureshi, a 6 and a 4. 2 deliveries. I think we're going to go home early tonight.
Look at that shot, guys. This is a terrific stroke by Zishan Qureshi.
Yeah. So here's Johnson. Johnson's a good bowler. Comes in now. Qureshi pulls this away for 4. Short delivery. It stood up and into the boundary for 4. He's on 14 or 4. And I think Danny Khan, who loves to carry on a panchite, he probably needs to get down there and start preparing the toss for the. In the warm-ups, he was not hitting the ball. The guy like he was playing a joke. This is pulled away, and that's 4 runs. This guy called Qureshi. That's 4. He's not going to muck around.
Look at the replay. Again, waiting for that ball to come on to him.
It was a bad delivery, though.
Bad delivery, no doubt, but freeing his arms, getting his left leg out.
I tell you this, look at it. Sammy's back punches off the back foot, and he actually gets a single. So he is so fast dealing in boundaries. He now gets 1. He goes to 19.
Studies.
This time it's gone! It's gone into the swap shop. And while you're there, you can probably bring me back something to eat. That's a massive 6.
Look at the replay here. Again, this is all pure power as he pulls that ball.
But I wonder if he's a vegan as well. That's 6.
I think Qureshi is telling Trevon Griffith that you don't.
Low corner and a wide mid-off. This time he hits it down the ground. Qureshi hits another 6. What's going on here?
And if you look at the
71
replay,
for 5 of 7.
look at the replay, Vinod, you can see he made room for that stroke. Again, waited for it and hit it over long off for 6 runs. That was a wonderfully struck stroke.
I wonder if he paid to come in. Here is Dean Johnson. He's into Qureshi. This is down the ground. Will this go? No. They take 1. They shouldn't be coming back for 2. So that's 1 more. He goes to 32 of 11. Gets a single down to long off now. Yes, Qureshi seems to be playing for the not out now. Probably that's the most singles he has ever gotten in his life. The pavilion end now, bowling to Qureshi. Not really getting that as he would have liked. 40 and out to Qureshi. This follows his 43 not out in the. That's a wonderful victory for them.
We are close to the end, folks, but we have a couple of more people that we need to recognize. And each year, the Palm Beach County Sports Hall of Fame recognizes a person or organization whose dedication goes above and beyond typical commitment to sports and tourism throughout the county. Ladies and gentlemen, Mohammed Qureshi is this year's Outstanding Sports Contributor. Let's take a look at MAQ's accomplishments.
No one has done more for the development of the sport of cricket in the United States than our sports contributor, Mohammed Qureshi. In 1999, MAQ's passion for cricket led him to found a private sports and entertainment company called Cricket Council USA, which is the leader in the promotion, development, and expansion of T20 cricket in the United States. He has invested millions of dollars in the development of the sport across the country. MAQ built the first major cricket stadium in South Florida in Broward County in 2006, and he came to Palm Beach County a year later, building the Boca Riding Club and MAQ Stadium in Delray Beach, where championship events are held each year. The 2022 Legends World Cup will be played at MAQ Stadium. MAQ is a former member of USA Cricket, the sport's national governing body. He is the president and chief executive officer of MAQ Group, one of the largest real estate and financial groups in the United States, specializing in commercial real estate and sports management. At a special ceremony in Boca Raton last October, MAQ was bestowed the Lifetime Achievement Award from the Cricket Hall of Fame. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the Palm Beach County Sports Hall of Fame contributor of...
Good evening. I know you see my intro. I'm CEO chairman for Cricket Council USA, and my job was build the cricket in the United States and have 8 regions, which has been developing. And first cricket ever been played and fast version is at T20 in Dania Beach. I migrated 1984 in USA. My dream was how come cricket is not been playing one of the American sports. The reason is not been playing, there was long version games. It's the 5 days to find out who's win the games. So they never been one of the American sports. So I created the shortest version, it's T20, can finish 2.5 hours, the games, and all Americans start liking that games. It's one of the American sports. But just remember, cricket the second world largest sports after the soccer. And none of them Americans recognize that this is sports is a cricket in America. But now is moving forward. We have first stadiums has been built internationally. And my duty is I live in Palm Beach. I brought MCL, Major Cricket Leagues, in Palm Beach County first time last year during the pandemic. And first Hall of Fame dinner night I invited have to be hosted in Palm Beach. Second goal is I want to bring this thing up World Cup championships in Palm Beach and Broward County in USA. 2024, I went to the Dubai last week. They're recognizing they gonna have World Cup in USA 2024. Is World Cup is cricket is just like Olympic. It's just like Olympic. So I want to first of all, I met today and who actually introduced me, Mr. Michael Zeff, actually, I'm sorry for his name, but he's the one who introduced me in here, and I did a lot of programs in Palm Beach County for the Kids Festival every year, and also we bring the first cricket fields is ICC approved in Palm Beach County. My goal is some way county mayors and commissioners and recognizing cricket in Palm Beach, bring one of the sports. Just for the youth, for knowledge, cricket is most paying sports. It's minimum, like my son is born raised is in Palm Beach. He's playing for USA teams. Minimum is contract is $200,000 small leagues to up to $20 million. That's a huge amount of the money incentive for the kids. He's in Dubai right now, he's playing up there. But there's a lot of American kids, they will start playing cricket now. So we have MCL we started, we like to your support. We want to have more field in Palm Beach County, and I can do my contributions developing cricket in Palm Beach. We want to bring Palm Beach one of the cricket home grounds, and God bless America, God bless West Palm Beach. Sports can be bringing in cricket in Palm Beach. Thank you so much.
Make group investment.
good afternoon. Welcome to Broward County Cricket Club Stadium. We've got the afternoon game is between Team World 11 versus Pakistan. Pakistan had a terrible game yesterday. Let's hope they play a better standard of cricket today, and they do better than what they did yesterday. I've the pleasure to introduce Mr. Faisal Iqbal, former Test player for Pakistan Cricket Club, and for cricket. I'm sorry, I'm stumbling a little bit. Former Test cricketer, and he will welcome to the commentary box.
Thank you very much. Welcome to you as well. Nice day today. It was nice, sunny, a bit breezy.
Yes, I met Mr. Faisal Iqbal today for the first time, and we were memorizing our old, memorizing on the past, because he played for one of the clubs I used to play for in England, Ilford Cricket Club, which was nice to hear. So we have something in common. Okay, that was another rank bad ball which has got thrashed through the cover area for 2 runs. That was short, and he was asking to be punished. The bowler is Amir Khan.
Team World 11.
Team 11 is batting, and Pakistan are bowling right now. And Amir Khan is bowling. Amir Khan's had a lot of success this year in Orlando cricket, club cricket. He's the leading wicket taker. That's a very good delivery. Looked like it swung back in, and there's a possible run-out chance. That should have been out. I don't know why first slip didn't get to the wicket to help the wicket keeper. I have no idea. That's the basis of cricket.
Team Pakistan have got a good chance today to win this game because they lost the game yesterday. It's a very important game for them today. They had a bit of chance for getting first wicket. But yes, like you said just a while ago, it's good to know you from the same Essex Premier Division as well.
Yes, he played for a club called Buckhurst Hill there, which I didn't know. Oh, that's another bad delivery, wide delivery. Another chance of a run out. I don't know what Team Pakistan are doing. They have to improve on their fielding because they were the worst fielding side yesterday by far. They were slow, lethargic. And again, they started off badly in the field. They've missed 2 opportunities of getting an early wicket. And their bowling was, they got hit for 199 runs yesterday. So, you know, it's not as if they're picking up wickets easily. You know, when you get golden opportunities to pick up early wickets, you know, you got to take them at this level of cricket. That's another short delivery. Please, Mr. Faisal.
Good shot there. 4 runs for Team World 11. Junaid Ahmed. Cover drive. He's got a nice batting stance. Opened his front leg between the 2 fielders. 4 runs. Amir Khan. Setting up his field. Very unique field right now for him on the offside. He's got extra cover and a cover and no mid-off actually in the power play. That's a good fielding there. Stopped at least 2 runs.
So Faisal Bhai, you played. How many Test matches did you play for Pakistan?
I've played 26 Test matches and 18 ODIs, 44 internationals in 14 years, from 2000 till 2014.
So you played with some of the Pakistan greats.
Yes, in my era, you know, when I was making my debut, it was all the Inzamams and Yuhanas and Yunus. Waqar Yunus, Shoaib Akhtar, Wasim Akram, all those legends, they were on the twilight of their career when we were making our debut. So we were very lucky to share dressing room with the heroes.
Yeah, and we were fortunate enough to see you bat, bowl, and field, and fortunate enough to see all the great players in that era.
Yeah, that was a great era. Tough cricket, you can say, especially the white ball cricket and test cricket. But these days, after the T20s and the T10s, you know, a lot has been changed. The cricket has gone very fast now. You know, the run rate has been very important these days. The strike rate is very important these days, especially even in test cricket. You know, I'm working as a professional coach globally as well. So, you know, we talk about a lot of strike rate these days with the batters, how important it is even in the test cricket also. And yes, cricket is evolving. It's evolving globally, and good to see cricket happening in USA as well from long, especially US Open cricket here in Florida. Hats off credit to MAQ. You know, he's done a tremendous job. You know, never expected 100,000 prize money in US since 15 years back, and now it's 250. So, you know, it's the credit goes to him and his team of Cricket Council USA.
Yes, he's doing a lot for the local cricketers. I mean, look at this competition he's holding here today, right? And they got an opportunity to be on TV, on MAQ TV, and it's a wonderful thing he's doing. He's putting something into the game at grassroots, which is good to see.
Yes, 4 runs there for Sanjeev Kaushal. Beautiful shot from the back foot. It's an identical shot he hit from the other end as well. Yes, I was having a chat with him about his plans. You know, I've been part of his junior cricket academy here as well in the player development process. It's been his plan of this veteran tournament also, and he was telling me that, you know, most of the time, sometimes, you know, there are good players who could not get a chance to play in US Open because a lot of players wants to play who have got no future. So he introduced this tournament for them that at least they can play and enjoy T20 cricket and let other young players to play in their teams in the US Open T20 tournament.
That's a wonderful thing he's doing. Tell me something. When you're coaching locally here, are you getting diverse people playing, or are you just getting mainly people from the subcontinent?
Obviously, you know, when you're in US, you'll find lots of expats, you know, settled in US. There's a drop catch there.
That was a dreadful piece of... That should have been an easy catch.
Yeah, that was an easy catch.
Yeah. They've missed 3 opportunities today already in the first 2 overs to pick up a wicket.
Very sloppy fielding from Team Pakistan. They look very lethargic, kind of, their body language. Seems to be putting more effort in their fielding, actually. Fielding, you know, catches win matches.
Of course, at any level, right?
And if you drop a good player's 1 catch or give him in 1 chance, then, you know, the game can go from your hands as well. Straight shot. Going for 1. And they got 2 runs.
Some of the youngsters you see, do you think they're going to make it into the first class game? Do you see real potential there?
Yes, from last 15 years since I've been playing here and now coaching as well, I think there's a lot of development work on all over US. And since you have seen the leagues starts to happen all around now, minor league, major league, Cricket Council doing their development plans, and this major league was a huge impact in USA cricket this year in fact. So yes, I see the potential. I see the young players here getting a chance to see the international cricketers watching the live in their grounds in US. And this is how you inspire the future generation. So yes, the talent is there. The young players are there. It all depends how and when the US people who like to play baseball, basketball would put their interest and start learning cricket.
Well, slowly, I see World 11 has got off to a flying start, 22 for none after 2 overs, and Pakistan have missed those 3 opportunities. They need to pull up their socks and come back into this game, because otherwise, the rest of the world is a very, very strong side. I watched them yesterday, and they were magnificent. That's a cross bat shot, went straight to mid on for a single.
Yes, I think Team World 11 would be looking for at least 130 above 150 in 20 overs. They have got wickets in hand. They are still playing a good power play right now.
So what form of cricket did you enjoy playing most?
I enjoyed actually Test cricket. I've been, globally been seen mostly as a Test cricketer as well. I've always enjoyed shorter formats of the game. But the traditional people, like how traditional people say, Test cricket is actually cricket. And I believe in today's coaching that once you have a good base and basic, you can play all formats anywhere around the world. Sloppy bit of fielding once again, and 2 runs taken by World 11.
They've already given away almost 4 or 5, 6 runs with some sloppy fielding. But for me, I've been watching cricket since the 60s, and for me, Test cricket is the pinnacle of a cricketer. It shows whether you can bat, bowl. To me, some of the great. If you have it, as Fazal Bhai said, the technique. You can play any level, I believe.
Absolutely true. And it's not very difficult to coach today's generation of kids. It's all about the mindset, how you develop them.
Is your future plans to do more commentating professionally?
Yes, I have, but I actually enjoy both. This is probably my second or third instinct as a commentator, but I've mostly been doing coaching internationally. I'm working with some T20 leagues around the world, T10 leagues, as a head coach and a batting coach, PSL for Karachi Kings. So yes, coaching has always been my first preference and will remain. And if there's no coaching going around, I would love to have some good time enjoying watching cricket and commentating on it.
That's a cross bat shot, like straight to the square, to the mid wicket fielder, and they ran well, 2 runs again.
Yes, good running between the wicket there by both the batters, Sanjeev Kaushal and Junaid Ahmed.
How do you think Pakistan are going to do in Australia? Do you think they're going to? I believe they've never won a Test match in Australia. I can't recall them ever winning a Test match in Australia.
I think they did one.
Did they?
Yes, they did one in 80s, probably somewhere.
Really?
I'm exactly not sure, but yes, they did. But by looking at the squad, which is down under right now, they've played a 3-day game. Captain Shan Masood scored a double 100 yesterday. And I think the preparations are going well for them before the first Test match.
Yes,
I was actually recalling myself touring in 2010 on the Boxing Day Test, how huge it is during the first day, and the amount of crowd in MCG in Sydney, is unbelievable.
Yeah. Yes, I can't recall them winning a Test match, but thank you for putting the facts correctly to me. And I must have been very happy that day, because I've seen Pakistan, in winning positions, and somehow they manage they find new ways to get out and lose a Test match.
Yes, that's how we've been labeled globally as the unpredictable teams most of the time.
Yeah.
You know, we win games from out of nowhere and we lose games out of nowhere.
Yes, you know, I can recall many occasions with my friends watching and thinking, "Oh God, another disaster." You know,
Yeah.
hopefully, I hope they, I hope they put up better performances. I'm hoping Abdullah can. I believe he's a really good young player, and I think Saud Shakil is another high class left-handed batsman who come on and do justice to Pakistan cricket team.
Yes, hopefully. Good shot there, straight above the bowler's head. 4 runs. Junaid Ahmed. Could have been a catch. I think the bowler didn't try to catch that. He did jump for it. It looks like it was too above his head, but it was a good shot by the batter. He picked that point up. He saw the fielder very close in the ring. There's a huge gap behind. It off.
Yes, Pakistan look like a legends team. You know, they're not as mobile as some of the other teams I've seen.
Yeah, it's good to see them playing at this age as well, because
sure.
you know it's once you are passionate about cricket, you know you want to be in the ground. And like I said a while ago, that Max, it's all Max plans, that you know he wanted all these former cricketers to continue playing and enjoy the enthusiasm and the passion they have for cricket, and let the young players play for their local teams in the US Open and other grounds and other tournaments. So yes, it's good to see them happy and playing.
Yes, I follow the 2020 leagues in Orlando, and I see a lot of the. I don't see too many young players coming into the game. You know, it's mainly the people in their mid 30s and 40s and elderly gentlemen, even some at 70 years old playing. I would really like to see some youngsters, you know, from an early age, 15, 16, coming in. Right. I believe there's an academy in Orlando now that is starting to produce a couple of young players.
Well, that's
good to see.
That's good to know and great. Another sloppy fielding.
Oh goodness me!
That's terrible from Team Pakistan.
From
4 runs.
From possible single, they've managed to
give up
let them 4 runs. You know, this is some. Like I said yesterday, they were dreadful. They haven't improved at all since yesterday. You know, in fact, they look worse than yesterday. Sorry.
Very poor fielding by Team Pakistan today.
I don't really enjoy making these comments, but you know, you can only say what you see, right?
Absolutely true.
I'd be very disappointed if I was a captain. You know, I'd be having a few strong words.
I can imagine what those words can be like. I have done that the same in my career as a captain, and I have heard a lot as well. Why as a player?
Yeah. That was a nice looking drive again.
And then
misfield, and from a possible
1 run.
You know, if you were mobile, you would have stopped the single, and yet you connive and throw a wild throw and give away another extra run. You know, they've already given away, I believe, something like about 12 runs from a total of 44. The 44 for none after 3.5 overs. Another cover drive to the same fielder, and you know, you might as well take us. You know. He might as well come in at least 3 or 4 yards, because the ball's going straight to him, and there's a possibility you may stop that single.
Yes.
What do you think, Brother Faisal? Some of the fielding you see.
Well, what can we say? All I can say is, yeah, you know, it's good to see their passion. It's good to see that they're in the ground playing, you know, this tournament. And obviously, you know, you have to, you know, support them and feel for them. That, you know, they've taken time out from their work and, you know, playing this tournament, coming from different parts of USA. Yeah, but obviously, you know, when you're as a team, you know, you have to make sure that you tick all the boxes when you're playing a competition and a tournament at any level.
Yes, I thoroughly agree with you. It's nice to see them turning out, but you know, you are on TV, and you have to perform. You have to do justice to the team, right? To the maybe I'm a little bit old-fashioned, you know. I expect certain standards, and I was like that when I was younger, and I guess nothing's changed for me, you know.
Yeah, I can understand your frustration by looking at the situation, but I think you know, when you look at the legends play at this age, you know, you have to give them some flexibility of you know, just enjoy playing it.
Thank you for those words, but I have to be more forgiving, and I'm gonna try very hard from now on. You know, old tricks. You know, you have to learn new tricks, right?
Absolutely
As you get older.
Absolutely true.
You never stop learning. It doesn't matter how old you are, right?
Absolutely true.
Yeah. And I guess cricket is a game of opinions.
Absolutely. And especially in Pakistan cricket, you know, everybody wants to give their opinion.
Yes, the whole nation are selectors, right?
Absolutely.
That's
Up in the air.
another opportunity.
Another 2 runs there for Sanjeev Kaushal, who moves to 32. He's playing really well. There's 1 short run. Oh.
What's that? Okay.
Short run by Sanjeev for himself, actually.
Actually, Sanjeev is batting really well. He's 31 off of 16. He's striking at almost 200, and Junaid Ahmed is on 13 off of 9. And Pakistan are in dire trouble. They've given away 46 runs off of only 4.1 overs to World Team 11. Looks like they're on a score of at least 200.
Yeah, in the air. Looks like a catch. 2 fielders together.
Oh, what a good catch!
Oh, that's a good catch.
Yes, it was going straight to the man, and the guy from extra cover ran in and took the. It was a very good effort to get there and catch it. Well, it's good to see Pakistan pick up a wicket.
Yes, finally there's a catch, and good to see. For a moment, I thought they're going to collide with each other, but you know.
Yes, it was coming straight to Mian, right? And but that was a very, very good catch. And Sanjeev, I believe that was Sanjeev who's out, who's striking at almost 200, and that was a big wicket for Pakistan, if that's the case.
Yes, that's a big wicket for them. Guy who's in great form is out, and that's where they've got a chance now to, you know, get a couple of more wickets and put Team World 11 under pressure.
Like Faisal Brother said earlier on, catches win matches, and that was a good catch in the end, because they could have collided, and that could have resulted in a drop catch, but there must have been an early call. Good to see.
1 good catch, 1 good run out just changed the game scenario. And Team Pakistan have got a chance right now. It's still got power play overs going around. Amir Khan's bowling well. White ball.
Yes, if you have friends, please tell them about MAQ TV to join us. You've got ex-Pakistani Test cricketer commentating today. It's my pleasure to have him, to be with him, and maybe he can educate some non-viewers who will be joining for the first time, and educate them on the game, especially in America.
Yes, I think it's a good opportunity for all the viewers watching on telly, on MAQ TV, and I think the credit again goes to Mac Qureshi for, you know, televising his game, live streaming on MAQ TV. Good shot straight above the bowler's head for single. Junaid Ahmed. Very interesting to see both the batters, Junaid Ahmed also wearing sunglasses and batting, and before him his previous partner was also wearing sunglasses and batting. Very interesting, I saw it today.
Oh, that's a new one on me because the sun's not out. And why would you wear sunglasses? And Amir's done
And
it
there's a
again. He's picked
wicket.
up another wicket. As I told you earlier on, Amir plays for American Qualenders in the Orlando leagues there, and he's a leading wicket taker, and he's picked up 2 in this over. Well bowled, Amir, sir. I know Amir quite well.
Actually, there was a good catch at the back as well. For a moment, I thought it was they appealed for caught behind, and then they suddenly went for the square leg umpire for stumpings.
That's the new trick these days, right?
Yes, the keeper looks to be very agile.
These days, that's the new trick, you know. You appeal for stumping and see if there's a caught behind as well at the same time.
Yes, actually, and that is what we are, teaching in our coaching methods also these days to the youngsters, that how important it is to take chance on both ends, because the television is around, the umpires is around, the technology is around. So when you develop skills from the start of,
That way you don't eat up the reviews, right?
Absolutely, yes. Sometimes it gets very frustrating for the captain and coach if you
Yes,
mess up all that.
When you're a viewer and you're supporting certain nations, you kind of say, "Oh God, they're cheating again." They know that wasn't a nick behind.
Absolutely, yeah.
You become really passionate when you're following your team. For me, when I was a youngster, I used to skip days from work, just go and watch test matches. I was privileged. I've been privileged to see a lot of test matches at Lord's and Oval.
I've been fortunate enough to play test match at Lord's and under 15 World Cup final at Lord's as well. Beautiful ground, beautiful heritage, and it's always it's a dream for any cricketer internationally to play international match there.
It's a feeling that I can still remember to this day. I went to Lord's when Pakistan toured in the late '60s, and I was a young man then, and I was in awe of the place, and I saw some Pakistan greats, and obviously England were a winning side in those days, and goodness me, my hair, the hair on my back, it was a totally different feeling, right? And I can imagine as a player, it must amplify by 1,000 amount. I was just a spectator there.
Yes, lots of tradition in England for international cricket, and especially for the cricketers around the world.
But I used to watching some test matches at the Oval because they were hard and bouncy tracks in those days. So you had some. I remember seeing Imran Khan bowling at Oval one year, and the keeper must have been standing about 30 yards back, I believe, and you hear this thud into the keeper's gloves. It was like magical for me in those days.
For me, oval pitch is a batsman's paradise at times.
That's because the bat comes onto the ball. The ball comes onto the bat.
Batting
right?
very nicely, yeah.
Yes, if you're a stroke player, once you get in, it's paradise.
Yeah, I have a test 50 there.
Oh, congratulations.
So I remember how I was enjoying batting on the track.
So that's your test record. How many hundreds did you make?
I've got one ODI 100 and one test 100.
And who was the test 100 against?
Against India.
Okay.
And against Zimbabwe in ODIs. And I've got 8 half centuries.
And where did you make your 100 against India?
In Karachi.
Okay.
And it was a famous test match where Irfan Pathan got a hat-trick.
Oh, really? Okay. So you must have batted really well to get 100 when Irfan got a hat-trick. Was it a high-scoring game or?
Yeah, it was a high-scoring game actually.
So you must have bowled well to get a hat-trick.
Yeah.
Or was it luck?
No, I got my 100 in the second innings.
Okay, that's even harder.
Yeah. So the first inning we were out on 200 something.
Okay.
And we got them out early also. So it got excited when we batted. In the second innings we scored 600 runs. And then from there onwards, we bowled really well. And the test match got finished in 4 days.
That's a nice delivery there. Pushed away for a single down to deep cover, extra cover. But you know, following cricket as a fanatical fan, I believe great players make hundreds when they count in the second innings. Right, that's the hardest time to bat because the wicket's doing something. You get uneven bounce, the wicket starts spinning. The mark of a truly great player is how he performs in the second innings. Do you agree or disagree
Yeah,
with what
absolutely.
I
I
said?
agree because I've got all my test 50s and 100s in second innings.
So you did it under difficult conditions.
So
Right.
yeah, you can say. But always enjoyed it mostly. And that
Yeah.
is what I tell all the youngsters, even the youngsters who are listening me right now. You know, this is how you develop yourself as a player. That you know, even if you get out early once, you have a chance probably in the next game or probably in the next innings to perform better. So there's always a second chance. Good shot.
That's a very
That's a
nice shot.
beautiful shot actually.
Straight down the ground.
Is there a
Okay,
fielder
there's a
down?
fielder there.
There's a fielder there.
It's
No, and it's 4 runs.
oh, sorry, I
He-
missed my.
It
I
is a
didn't
good
realise
shot.
the fielder was there.
He almost got his partner on the other end with that shot.
Oh,
That was
okay, yeah. Legends are too old to dive, you know, unfortunately. But team World 11 are 59 for 2, and Junaid Ahmed, who opened the innings, is 19 off of 12, and Bilaji's 4 off of 4. I watched Bilaji bowl yesterday. He bowled very, very well. Let's see him bat today. I believe he didn't make any runs yesterday. That's another nice delivery for a single. Pakistan are doing a lot better at the end of the power play, and it's 60 for 2. Pakistan have come back after taking a hammering in the first 4 overs.
Yes, World 11 is doing a brilliant job. It's a good partnership going between Junaid Ahmed and Balaji. They're racing in their power play.
Just slightly changing the topic. I got to the ground a little bit late today, and but I had the fortune of meeting a lot of cricketers who've travelled from all the way from San Francisco, Arkansas, and a whole different states, which I was amazed that I made this trip, you know, for the Legends tournament, and they're playing, you know, they must really love the game to make all these trips. Nice to see.
Yes. The weather is very nice today. And certainly the cover of clouds also here. And that's how Florida is.
And Faisal Bhai, where do you live these days? Are you still in Pakistan?
Yes,
or?
I'm in Pakistan. I just arrived last night. And a lot of coaching stuff going around back home.
That's a
there's
nice
a
piece
nice
of
bit of
fielding. That's
fielding.
that's
Finally,
good.
there's a nice bit of fielding from Team Pakistan.
We should clap for that.
Yes, they deserve it. I think because they're just getting some confidence back after getting a couple of wickets.
I spoke to one of the Pakistan opening, one of their opening batsmen yesterday, and he promised me that you're going to see a better performance today, and he said, "Inshallah, we'll win." Let's see if he fulfills his promise to me about winning.
Good shot there by Junaid Ahmed. Straight to mid-off for 1 run. Team Pakistan needs to have a wicket right now.
Amir Khan's bowled really well. He's 3.2 overs, 2 for 24. In the context of the game, this is a fine opening spell from him.
Yes, he's been bowling really well. Nice cheeky single on the leg side. He's got 2 runs. Good shot there by Balaji.
And the wicketkeeper's done really well. He's ran all the way from standing up to the wicket all the way to deep fine leg boundary.
Something for the youngsters to see and learn, that when you have no fielders around by you as a keeper, you can run for the ball. So beautiful example by the keeper for the youngsters.
You know, Fazlbhai, it's very, very important that that you're teaching the youngsters the basics of the game. You know, if they learn the basics, it stays with them for all their career. And I'm glad that listening to you, that you're educating them in that format of cricket. You know.
Yes, and this is what I'm here for actually, to share my experience, tell as much as I can to the cricketers in USA or anywhere globally who are watching me and listening.
Let's hope that your academy produces a first-class cricketer for USA of high caliber.
Yes, absolutely.
I believe Team USA's got one pace bowler who plays in the PSL. Is that correct?
I don't know the name.
I think I've forgotten his name. I think he's a pace bowler. I think his name is Mohammed something. I could be wrong, you know.
Mohammed Sami?
I can't remember, but I know there is a one pace bowler. He came from Team USA. We don't have the stats here, unfortunately. If I misquoted, please forgive me.
I think somebody must have played some domestic cricket, probably, but not in PSL, because I've been part of PSL, yeah, so I have not seen anyone. Maybe you'll see a lot of players in the US Open once it start, because in US Open you'll see lots of players coming from Pakistan who have played PSL, international cricketers, and this platform here has seen lots of big names playing here for US Open with different teams coming from all over US. We have seen the Pollards and Mohammed Sami, Owais Shah from England. Many cricketers globally came here from last 15 years in US Open T20. Sanat Jayasuriya.
Goodness me, you got some greats.
Shoaib Akhtar.
Oh my goodness me, you got some greats there, right?
Saeed Ajmal. Many cricketers have been part of this US Open from many years here in T20 cricket. Lots of West Indians, lots of Indian players, Ranji cricket players, lots of Sri Lankan cricketers, first-class cricketers. So yes, this platform and the players have taken very keenly interest to coming and playing this US Open T20 tournament over the years.
Yes, we've got for rest of the world. There's a gentleman by the name of Huda. He played for Sri Lankan under-19s, which is good to see. We got Balalji, he's 5 off of 6 deliveries, and Jidan Ahmed is 24 off of 17, striking around about 130 odd. Okay, we've got Bala coming into his 3rd over, 0 for 23. That was a nice swinging delivery and taken well. It was well bowled, sir.
Good shot there by Junaid Ahmed. Beautiful cover drive. There's a chance there. Oh, they missed a run out.
That was an excellent shot, and it was a nice throw actually. The backup fielder, the backup fielder did well to stop and overthrow.
Looks to me there was a chance, a run out chance.
Yes, possibly.
Maybe if we can see a replay.
Yeah. That's a nice looking shot straight to.
There's a chance of a run out here again as well. Oh, they missed it. How can you miss that opportunity? The bowler should have grabbed that ball.
Do you think the throw was underarm? Did he throw it along the ground? I missed that.
No, I think it was
in the air?
The fielder did it well. I think it's just the bowler who missed it.
So they've missed about 5-6 opportunities to get a wicket today, right?
Well, If you're a Team World 11 batter, you know, you'll be saying happy days for me.
Yeah, in their case, Christmas, Eid, Diwali's come early.
Everything is there.
That's right.
I'm still wondering how the batter is wearing his sunglasses and batting in the overcast conditions. Going for the big shot for 1 run. Chance of a run out. Now, Junaid Ahmed. Partnership is building between Junaid and Balaji. 69 for 2. This chance of a run out once again.
Mr. Wicket.
Another chance of a run out missed by Team Pakistan. What is happening here?
Actually, they're not giving batsmen 2 chances. I think they're all getting 3 chances, you know. You know, it must be very, very disappointing for the skipper for some of the fielding. And me must be devastated. But Pakistan are doing quite well. It's 70 for 2. The run rate's coming down. It's just it's 8.8 runs per over. And if their fielding been sharper, that scoreboard could have been looking very sorry right now. They would have picked up at least 3 or 4 more wickets.
I think Junaid Ahmed is coming off because he's limping. Probably pulled up a muscle. Calf muscle, probably, looks like. He's limping, struggling to walk. Gone are the days where you have a runner and play.
Yes, it's very important to loosen up before you start. Before you start to play, you know, you got to loosen up all the muscles and do some stretching and everything else. But what I find very beneficial to me, I'm 71 years old. I do a lot of Zumba dancing, which is good for cardio, and it helps me use muscles that I don't use in my daily life. I find it very beneficial to me.
I love Zumba dancing as well.
Yeah,
I've tried it a couple of times, and it is actually good because sometimes in your training, you know, in my you know, when it was my playing days, I used to do a lot of Zumba dancing for my batting footwork.
yeah,
And it really helped me out.
yeah. I find it. If you're exercising by yourself after a certain age, not unless you're really dedicated, it's hard to keep going. But when you're with a group of people there, and you got an instructor, you got to move your feet for an hour. It's good for your cardio. It's good for it's just an escape, you know. And you listen to different forms of music, different movements, and I love it. I've been doing it for 2 years. Unfortunately, when COVID came, I had to stop. But I'm back into it, and I go sometimes about 3 or 4, at least 4 times a week. We got a change of a bowler. It's Ali Bukhari, left arm.
Nice bit of flight there.
Orthodox, yes, that was a lovely
You
delivery.
don't see much of flight like this cricket these days.
Yes, yeah, I had the privilege of watching at least half a dozen bowlers yesterday giving flight and left armers, and a leg spinner who gave it plenty of air. Asked questions of the batsman, which was good to see. The new batsman is Patel.
Good shot there, extra cover between the 2 fielders. 2 runs for Team World 11, 2 runs for Patel. That was actually a good shot.
Yes, that was a nice positive start to his innings, right? The very first ball.
Very interesting field once again. He's got his mid-off very much squarer towards extra cover. That's a beautiful shot. He picked that spot up.
Looks like Patel means business. He's played the first 2 deliveries he's played 2 attacking strokes. You know, the score is 74 for 2 of 8.3 overs. And Ali Bukhari is bowled 3.3 overs for 4 runs. And that's a nice late cut. Yeah,
What's the total you expect Team World 11 to make?
Me?
Yes.
I think they'll make at least 160 to 180.
You reckon?
Well, I watched them yesterday, and they won comfortably. Earlier on today, they played the first game, and I think they got them in less than 9 overs for about 90 runs. You know. And the way Pakistan, if it was against a good fielding side, they may be restricted, but there might be some easy runs in the field to come. from what I've seen. I don't mean to be too critical of the legends. Please forgive me.
Well, I'm pretty sure after the game they all come towards you as well.
Fortunately for me, I can run at my age. Oh, that's a good piece of fielding as a run out.
There you go.
Hey,
they must have listened to you now.
I love it. It's the commentator's curse, you know. And unfortunately, I have to show a little bit of bias because 3 of the Pakistani players play for my local team, so I know them personally very well. So I'm glad to see they're picking up a wicket. Who's is it Bilalji who's run out or Patel?
Rauf, actually, it's Rauf Patel.
After watching Pakistan field today, I do believe in miracles.
Miracles do happen in life.
Please forgive me if you're one of the spouses of these gentlemen or family and friends, if I'm being too critical.
Yeah, no, you have to give them space.
Yes, I do really have to give them space.
And if, like you said, if they're your friends, then definitely they'll coming to you after the game.
No, friends, I have to be more harsher too. They can't escape. But people I'm not don't know. I should be more gracious. I am trying. I'm trying. You know, I'm really trying. Please forgive me.
77 for 3 after 9 overs.
So Pakistan have come into this match. They're 77 for 3 after 9 overs. So the run rate is just around about just over sevens. No, almost 8s, coming up to 8 runs and over. So Pakistan have done well after that blistering start. After the first 3 or 4 overs, they were in around about 45 for none. And Bala's continuing with his 4th over, so he's going to bowl himself out. He's going to be bowled out.
It's got a very interesting field. If you see the extra cover, it's very wider towards. There's a huge gap between the 3 fielders.
Yes, I see that.
And now keeper is moving that fielder. I think he was not standing at the right position actually before. Then the keeper saw it, and now he's got all his troops in the right positions. Great shot. That's a beautiful shot towards mid-off.
That's well fielded, considering how much he had to run there. But there's a huge gap between long off here and the man at almost deep cover, going more square. It's almost like a deep point, right?
Yeah, another field position changing.
It's a huge gap, yeah.
They got very interesting field again. Now in the ring on the offside.
So do you like this field?
Well, it gives a challenge to a batter. Because these days you'll see lots of reverse sweep and unorthodox shots. So there's a chance for a batter if he wants to go on the offside, but he is going on the leg side. He wants to slog everything.
Yesterday I see 4 teams back. Yesterday I didn't see one reverse sweep because these are legends, and maybe they didn't play reverse in their younger days.
Yeah,
right.
Probably. But just a game before for Team USA, there's a chance of a run out. Oh, I've missed the stumps.
Yes.
Ahmad Anwar from Team USA played really well today with his half century, and he hit a couple of reverse sweep boundaries today. Very the unorthodox shots he played.
Yeah, yesterday the two games I commentated on, and I didn't see any, and so far in this innings I haven't seen anything. That's a nice looking shot.
A juicy full toss on the offside.
Is there any breaking news going on this world today? I wonder.
Well, I've been traveling yesterday whole day throughout from Pakistan, so I haven't been following anything. Still in a jet lag right now.
Did you hear about the handling of the cricket ball by Mr. Fur yesterday? First time since 1951.
Who was that?
The Bangladesh ex-skipper, Mustafa Rahim.
Oh, I haven't heard that.
Yes, he was out handling a cricket ball yesterday, first time since 1951.
I think handling the cricket ball happened with Inzamam ul Haq as well some years back.
Oh, I don't know.
Yes.
On social media and the sites I followed, it said for the first time it's happened in 1951. Maybe it might be Test. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Inzamam was out maybe in one day as a T20.
Yeah, probably.
Right? I'm not sure, but the info I got was first time it's happened since 1951.
Very interesting.
Yeah. For people who follow the stock market, it's good to see the stock market is up today. That's one of my passions. I like to see what's happening in the world of finance. Do you still play a little bit of cricket? Like some charity matches and things?
Yes,
still?
I've been playing some of games like this, but I'm not playing anything professionally. I'm working myself professionally as a professional coach globally now, and enjoying working with all the youngsters and some senior players as well, sharing some cricketing knowledge and especially what modern day cricket requires, because as a recent retired cricketer, I believe a lot of modern day coaching is the future with the traditional coaching.
Yes, another poor piece of field and a misfield for a single there.
It's very hard to stop kids these days to play big shots, so you have to keep encouraging them.
Yeah, I'm from the old school. I believe I don't. I come from. I just like technically gifted players.
Yeah.
Even when I went to T20, I just love watching players with elegance play.
Yeah, we've got examples like Babar Azam, Virat Kohli.
Exactly.
These guys are playing traditionally well as well in all formats of cricket.
In your opinion, who's the best batsman you've ever seen in your life?
Obviously, I've played in different eras with in my 20 years of cricket, 25 years of cricket, professional cricket. I've been involved with the senior lot who have been my heroes, playing with them, sharing dressing room, and then the ones who have been with me in my era. So, I'm privileged enough to be playing with Inzamam, Wasim Akram, Sachin Tendulkar, Sehwag, Dhoni, and the new crop of players of Babar Azam. They've played under my Pakistani captaincy. So yeah, these boys have all been part of my captaincy teams of Pakistani teams. So yeah, I've really enjoyed watching them. Virat Kohli, obviously, no doubt, is one of the top Indian cricketers, current Indian cricketers right now. Same as with Babar Azam from Pakistan, Steven Smith from Australia, Kane Williamson from New Zealand. So yeah, there's always a big talk about top fives, the best fives of world cricket. And yes, Glenn Maxwell, how can you miss him? The way he's playing right now and the way he's played in the World Cup recently was an unbelievable innings of double hundred. So yeah, there were a lot of talking going around couple of years that ODI cricket is dying, and the World Cup has just proved everyone wrong.
Yeah, for me, I'm not a great fan of T20. Yes, it's exciting cricket, but for me, I love Test matches. I love ODI because you're tested. Your technique is tested, right? You can escape a good bowler for 2 overs, but you might have to face him later on in mid overs and the death overs. But for me, growing up, for me, the best player I've ever seen in my life, people probably not heard of him. A South African opening batsman who opened for South Africa only 4 Test matches, named Barry Richards. He opened innings with the Gordon Greenwich at Hampshire, and also he played in Australia straight cricket for me, and for Dickie Bird, who was a great English umpire. When he was asked a question, who's the best opening batsman he's seen, or best batsman he's ever seen, and he said Barry Richards by far. I've seen clips of Barry Richards against Australia in South Africa. When he made his Test debut, I believe he got something about almost 500 odd runs in 4 Test matches. He was a magnificent player. He didn't get an opportunity because of apartheid. But technically, I saw him play the rest of the world against England. For me, he was different class. And my other hero growing up was watching Majid Khan.
Yes, I've heard a lot about Barry Richards. He's been a legend, South African legend, and I met him some years back playing for Lashings. He was ambassador there for one of our charity games, and really enjoyed talking with him about cricket. As a batter, I was just discussing him about the modern day cricket and the bats, being used by the batters these days. And yeah, it was a lot of learning experience with him, talking cricket. He's got a very good cricketing brain on his shoulders. Very straightforward. Yeah, a South African legend, you can say. Yeah, could have played a lot of cricket if South Africa would be playing cricket from that time.
While we were talking, I just glanced away. I see Pakistan have picked up another wicket. So they've 92 for 4 off 11.1 overs, and we got a batsman that's retired hurt. So Pakistan are right in the game. 11.1 overs, 92 for 4, and Zaki Kabir just picked up a left armour. He just picked up a wicket off his first delivery.
Yes, good wicket for Team Pakistan. They have restricted them now for 92 for 4 after a very strong start from Team World 11. New batsman Surinder Ragwan in. Balaji is playing really well on the other end. And the weather is also looking quite like an English weather. I'm sure you'll be feeling a little bit about home.
No, I think it rains more in Florida than England, tell you the truth.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with that.
Right,
there's a boundary there. Good shot, 4 runs.
That was a poor delivery, full toss. That deserved to get hit.
It's a full toss right in the slot for the new batter between extra cover, 4 runs.
I've seen Zaki Kabir bowl quite a lot because he plays for a club I follow in Orlando. He can be a dangerous bowler, but once he gets his length and line correctly, he can be a wicket taking bowler. But it's like everything, if you don't bowl length and line, you get punished, right? In any form of cricket.
Yes,
What is
absolutely true.
you know, sorry, because I was a great fan of Barry Richards. What did Barry Richards think of the modern day cricketer?
Yeah, he truly believes that cricket has evolved with time, and like him, like I have conversations with him and the other former greats of different countries like Viv Richards, Javed Piandad, Imran Khan, Sunil Gavaskar, and I always ask them how do they feel by seeing cricket a transformation in their lifetime now, and they all agree on one certain point that it will going to evolve with time, and it will going to get faster and faster, and it's good for world cricket also, but the traditional cricket should not be changed. Test cricket should be the ultimate, and everyone was spot on the same thing. But one thing I like that everybody wants to see the cricket evolving at the next level.
Yes, I, when you consider the old-time great batsmen, like before Mike Brealey came out with his helmet, right? These guys used to bat with no helmet, very little equipment that considered their safety, and you had people like Thompson, Lilly, Shoaib Akhtar, and all these guys. I think Shoaib Akhtar was in the era where they had helmets, but the protective gear they had, and the great West Indies quicks. Yeah, I remember seeing Wes Hall and Charlie Griffiths bowling to England, and I remember watching Brian Close getting hit all over his body with holding, and when he came off, there's a picture of him, nothing but blue. His chest was nothing but blue. Do you ever recall seeing those pictures?
Yes, it's been very famous. I think it was West Indies versus England.
That's right, yes.
And yeah, that has been very much viral on social media these days, how tough it was. Because we have heard and seen it from a lot of former cricketers, how tough it was in 70s, 80s and 60s. But like you say, in the 80s, slowly and gradually the helmet started to come in mid 80s, late 80s. But even in then also there were a lot of players who never used to wear helmets, and the mindset was totally different for those batters. I always ask my uncle Javed that why he never used to have the grill on his helmet when he started wearing it later on in his career, and he said that he never liked it anything right in front of me. He just wanted to be open, and throughout his long career never hit once on the face or hair.
I didn't realize you were related to the great Javed Miandad.
Yeah, I'm his nephew.
Oh, he was one of my favourite batsmen. I like the spirit. I like his cheekiness on the cricket field. Him and Sonny Gavaskar, they were great players. People can learn so much. Just the younger generation can learn so much of pulling clips of these guys playing. Right? You're just watching them bat and their spirit and their fighting. These guys, when your team is down 3-0, they would stand up. They were cricketers to be admired. I was a great fan of Miandad, and I like the way he stood up to Lily bullying in Australia. I love that.
Chance of a catch there. There was no effort from the fielder, Team Pakistan, and they went for 2 runs.
Yes,
there you go. It was a good shot there by Mr. Balaji.
For me, talking about these, it brings back memories. My younger days, and it makes me feel young again, which is good. Getting back to this match, Pakistan are doing really well. 103 for 4, and it's 12.2 overs gone, and the run rate is coming down slowly. It's 8.3, and we're in the crucial overs of the game.
Beautiful shot there by Balaji. 4 runs, extra cover. Excellent shot. Beautiful shot.
Yes, that's a nice replay of watching that shot again.
107 for 4, Team World 11. Cruising to their target of having maximum runs on the board.
That's another nicely flighted delivery, right?
Yes, there was an opportunity for a catch at mid-off, long off.
Do you think he's standing too deep, maybe?
No, I think he didn't made an effort towards the ball. Actually, it was in the air for a long, and now they've changed that fielder from long on to long off to long on.
Yes, I'm just thinking, you know, the legends, you know, they don't hit the ball as far as the younger guys these days, obviously, because they're power hitters and much stronger. I'm just wondering, possibly, if that you're not going to see too many strikes above. How far do you think that is? About 70 meters or 65 meters? But I like the way Ali Bukhari's flighting up the delivery. You know, he gives himself every opportunity to pick up a wicket. It's risk or reward, right? That's a nice shot to cover. It was in the air for a single. Straight to the man. $110 for 4 off of 13. Ali Bukhari 3 overs for 21 for 25. Balaji 28 off of 21. And Ragwan 8 off of 6. Ragwan needs to up his strike rate. He's scoring at just over 100. Zaki could be a left arm orthodox. He's going to bowl his second over. Amir Khan's got a bad knee, but he's decided to take a fielding position at fairly wide, long on. It's going to be interesting to see.
In the air. Oh, there's an opportunity missed again.
Didn't get there.
Looked like it was in the air for a while, but
yes,
maybe the fielder didn't judge the ball. Nelson on the board. You reckon could have been that?
Yes. There was a famous English umpire, David Shepherd, when he was 111. He used to be hopping around, even at 222 and 333. Any number with which were identical into the hundreds, like 111, 222, 333. For non-cricketers who are joining us, 111, they call it a Nelson, which is supposed to be an unlucky number for the English.
Great shot there at long on. Looking for the second run, but a poor throw from the fielder made it easier for the batter to reach.
And the Australian superstitious number is 87. Were you superstitious when you played?
No, I was not very much superstitious in that. In fact, some of my mates, when you used to say that, you know, this will happen, that will happen, I'll just say, no, it's just leave it everything on the God.
So you weren't.
But I've been superstitious on some of the things like all cricketers do, like, you know, always wear my left leg pad first, and, you know, some trouser, you know, which is very lucky for me for anything. You know, we've been
So did you do that from very first when you first started cricket, or is something that you started doing later on in your
Later
career?
on in my career, once when I was, I was starting professional cricket, and I was understanding how important it is to, score 100 and winning games for the team and all that thing. Close call.
Oh, that ball kept low and must have pitched just outside leg stump.
Oh, the keeper. Sloppy from the keeper as well, stopping the ball from his foot, and the ball just came underneath his foot, and he was on the floor. Could have been dangerous for him.
I guess it's
Twist his ankle.
Yes, some of the guys playing today are
If we can
almost in
see
their
that
70s.
on a replay, producer, would be great.
I don't know if you're aware,
Sorry.
Fazal Bhai, some of the guys are in their 70s, right? So
Yeah, I can imagine that, but that could have been very dangerous. The ball was under his feet and just fall over it.
that was a flighted delivery, but it ended up being a full toss and a slog down to wide mid-on for a single. Very, very wide. It's more like cow corner, I should say. This is Ali Bukhari's finishing, and he's going to finish up. He's by world, 3.1 overs, 1 for 26. We're coming up to the crucial overs now. It's 14.2 overs gone, 117 for 4, and Balaji is 32 off of 25, and Ragwan is 10 off of 10. That's an opportunity. Yes, Pakistan.
Finally.
Pakistan have taken
Catch
a
has been
wicket,
taken.
and Pakistan are doing well. That's 117 for 5, and also that we have one man injured. I don't know if he's going to go back into bat.
Balaji is finally out after 32-25. He's played a good innings for Team World 11. Team World 11, 107 for 5 after 14.3. Ali Bukhari got 1 wicket from 3.2. It's a bit windy out there right now. You can see the flags flowing. New batsman in. Ganesh Kamrasme. Good shot on the leg side by Ganesh for 1 run. Straight towards long on. Another misfield by the fielder and the boundary. 4 runs to the batter. Beautiful shot by using his feet by Surinder. Right into between his legs. Sloppy once again. Poor fielding by Team Pakistan. Dot ball by Ali Bukhari. Team 11, 1 to 22 for 5, 15 overs. Wide ball, leg side.
Yes, I have some latest news. Jeanette, who went off injured earlier, he'll not be batting again. So technically they're 123 for 6.
Good shot towards long off for 1 run. Uses feet. Another good shot straight towards the boundary. Oh, nice bit of footwork there by the fielder.
Yes, he
Stopped 2 runs.
He did a Massey there, right?
Yeah. I heard Messi's playing here in US.
Yes, he plays soccer
in Miami, I think.
For Miami, yes. He plays for David Beckham's team.
Another good shot towards long on. Straight to the fielder.
Yes, Massey is one of my favorite footballers because I personally don't think he dives around like some of the other soccer players I've seen. You know, I watched him since he was a young boy. You know, that's one of my passions growing up in England, watching soccer Premiership there. In the old days, it was just Division 1, but now they call it Premier League.
Yes, I've been to England. I've played a lot of professional cricket for 25 years. So I know how much passion is there with everyone about football.
Yes.
Even in our league games, how everyone's following football in the club.
It's an appeal for catch behind. Nothing doing. The umpire hasn't given that out. But Zaki Kabir's bowling really well, right?
Yes, 3 overs, 18 runs.
Yes, in my younger days, I used to go and watch West Ham football team. You know, and I used to go to Highbury quite a lot as well, watch Arsenal play.
Do you know a footballer named David Cross? He played for West Ham United long time back.
Cross? No, I don't recall the name, but I remember in the day when...
in 70s, 80s, I think.
Now you got so many Afros playing in the Premiership. When I went to soccer matches in the 60s, I remember a guy called Best playing. Not the great George Best, because George Best was Irishman. This was a centre forward playing for West Ham called Best, and it was good to see. And since then, a lot of Afros are playing, and unfortunately if you're of Asian descent, You know, we don't see any Asians breaking into playing for a major club in the Premiership. I think that, you know, time has got to come when something happens and change, because, you know, as a nation, we're getting bigger and stronger. Right? I can understand in the 60s and 70s and 80s we weren't as physically mobile as the Caucasians and the Afros and the people from the Caribbean, right?
Yes, you're absolutely right. Actually, I took the David Cross name because he's a dear friend of mine, and there was a one cricket club in Manchester Cricket Premier League, MCPL, a club called Hayward Cricket Club, and he was the president of that club, and I was the overseas pro for that club for that season. So that's how I get close to him and his family. His daughter is playing for England women's cricket team.
Oh,
Cross. She's also surname Cross. Very famous England woman cricketer.
yes, I enjoy I enjoy watching all forms of cricket, and I watch a lot of women's cricket too.
You know Kate Cross?
I've heard of her. Yes,
fast
of course.
bowler who bowls
yes,
new
she
balls.
bowls quick for
Yes,
the England team.
She's a daughter of David Cross.
Okay, she's becoming a commentator.
Yes.
She commentates a lot. I see her a lot on TVs, and she's building a career in commentating, I believe.
Good shot on the leg side by Ganesh, 4 runs.
Yes, she's on Sky TV, Sky Sports a lot. I see her.
Yeah,
Yes.
she's a dear friend of mine as well, the whole family. And you know, in England, in some of the good cricket clubs in the Premier Division, the women players also play with the men in the first 11 top cricketers. So
Really?
yeah, she used to play on Saturday games with the men as the only female in the playing 11
That's in like a
in
top
the Premier
club
Division. Yes,
levels?
yeah,
Okay,
I'm talking about Premier
okay.
Division game.
Yeah. Well, what happens is a lot of those clubs, they have a professional coming from overseas playing, right? I remember our policy at Ilford Cricket Club. I captained 1 year, which was before I came to America. I remember we said as a cricket club we would never have a professional playing for us, because we produced Graham Gooch, Nasser Hussain, John Lever, Foster, who played for England, kept couple of times on a tour of India, and X number of county cricketers, David East, Alan Lilly, that I can recall, who I played with. So
Good shot on the leg side, straight into the fielders. Finally, some good fielding we've seen there on the boundary riders. Saved 3 runs.
Yes, but playing with professionals coming in, playing in this in Premier Leagues, in Essex League, Kent League, Surrey League, Middlesex League, and obviously in Lancashire leagues they've had professionals of calibre of Lance Gibbs and Clive Lloyd for years, and obviously it's going to help the youngsters become better cricketers over a period of time. And England now are going to become a major force in they were a major force in one-day cricket, but I love the way they played their Test cricket now. I really enjoyed watching the Ashes. You know, they're playing some cavalier cricket, right? Unheard of.
Yeah, but they had a very poor World Cup right now in India.
Yes.
You know, that's been a big question mark for world cricket, to see them playing so poorly after defending the title. The fans all over the world, you know, were very disappointed to see England playing like that.
Do you think age caught up with them?
Well,
That's a nice catch.
that's a nice catch. Finally, another good catch on deep mid wicket.
And Zaki Kabir is really bowled well. That's his second wicket.
Yeah, he's got 2.
And goodness me, team World 11 are in trouble. 137 for 6, and don't forget Junaid is not going to bat, so it's effectively 137 for 7. So Pakistan are right in the game.
Yes, that's how the pendulum changes in cricket. You can see how the team Pakistan was playing in the start, and suddenly now they're putting pressure on Team World 11, restricting them to minimum score. And if they can able to do that in 20 overs, then they have got a good chance to chase the runs, depending on how good start they have with the first power play.
I was just thinking back to the conversation we had earlier. You know, another great cricketer we left out is Joe Root. Joe Root has been phenomenal for England.
Yes,
England Test cricket, and I believe he's a very good one-day player and T20 player if just given the opportunity. He's changed his game so much. I believe technically he can play all three formats, but that is my opinion, and I'm a nobody.
he has been in the top 5.
Yes,
you know,
he's a
top
Test
5,
cricketer
yes,
and
yes. So
an ODI.
so
yes,
he is in the elite top 5 batters. So yeah, he's a great cricketer. Has done pretty well, tremendously well actually for England as a captain and as a batter. And now he's doing a very important role as a senior player in the side.
Are you? Do you enjoy watching England play Test cricket now?
Yes, I have always enjoyed watching Ashes. I really like it gives us the same feeling of like we played for India-Pakistan games. Yes, Ashes has always been top cricket. Good shot straight towards long on for 1 run. Surinder Ragwan going to 20 in 18. New batsman Ajitya Jaisinghe. Saki Kabir bowling really well. Cut shot. Really good use of his hands and feet.
That was a nice piece of fielding out there. You know, he attacked the ball and got it in quickly.
Yes, very interesting field. 6 fielders on the offside. It's got deep point and deep extra cover as well, with 3 fielders in the ring. In the air. Will anyone catch that?
No. It was mistimed.
Fall between the 2 fielders. 2 runs for Surinder Ragwan. He's trying his level best to get the maximum in the last 2 to 3 overs. Use his feet again. 2 runs. Fielder, long on fielder didn't pick it up, I guess.
Yes, he didn't attack the delivery. Maybe he didn't pick it up like he said.
I think it hit non-striker as well while he was leaving the ball on his leg. It was a very straight shot towards his partner on the non-striker end. I think it hit very hard on his leg. That just slowed down the ball.
Well, we're into the crucial last 2 overs. 144 for 6. 18 overs gone. Run rate exactly 8 per over. And if Pakistan can keep them down to less than 160, they would have done very, very, very well, considering the start Team World 11 had. And you still got Ragwan, who's really slowed down. He's got 24 off of 20, and Jaya Singh, he's 2 off of 2. And the bowler we've got coming on now is Mahmood Shahid, 0 for 22 off of 2. So he got punished earlier on in his first spell.
Mahmood Shahid. He's got 2 overs, 22 runs. Very important over of his. Good cut shot. For 1 run.
Yes, these next 11 balls are vital, right? It's well bowled. It's stumping.
Ah, it's
well
been
bowled.
stumped.
It's stumping.
Good hands by the keeper.
Okay, they're 7 down, effectively 8 down because Junaid is not going to bat. And maybe Pakistan can restrict them to less than 160. Well, only time will tell, right?
Yes.
But Pakistan have done really, really well to come back into this match, especially after the blistering start that rest of the world had.
I think it'll be tough for Team World 11 to score big because their set batsman Surinder Raghavan just got out. Let's see how the tail enders do now.
But rest of the world have they've got a very good left armour. And Pakistan have to bat well against him. Huda's a very, very good left armour.
And the cut shot for 1 run. There's lots of cut shots has been played today.
Yes, I think they're in a position to play cross back over mid wicket, and the wicket's so slow, so they square
cut it up.
Maybe, I don't know. What do you think?
Well, I've seen some of the batters cutting the ball even from the middle stump. There's another wicket.
Well, goodness
for
me,
Shahid, top edged in the point.
Mahmood is really in a spell here. He's picked up 2 in this over, and World 11 8 down, effectively 9 down. So this is the last man coming in. Not unless there's a change of plan. I was informed that Junaid would not bat. We'll wait and see if they lose another wicket. If they lose another wicket, that means they won't bat their 20 overs if he doesn't bat.
Yes, a lot depend on this last pair now if they want to bat through to the 20 overs and also putting runs on the board.
Yes, I see Junaid there. He's putting his pads on, so they had told me earlier he wasn't going to bat, but it looks like if they do lose a wicket, he will go in. Yeah, it's okay if he's not going to be running, so maybe he can just stand there.
Stand and deliver.
Yes, stand and deliver.
Like with the Glenn Maxwell.
Oh. Yes.
The guy was unbelievable. Phenomenal innings. What an innings. I've never seen an innings like that in my entire cricketing career. As a player and as a fan of the cricket game.
Maybe it's a once in a lifetime knock, right?
Single towards long off.
But it was like a do or die innings, right? There's nothing to lose innings.
Yeah, that innings got everything, you know. They got early wickets down.
Yeah.
There was pressure, chasing runs, scoring double hundred. Everything was taking every box of it.
That's
Good
right.
shot there.
Yes, you're right. I do. Yeah, there are a lot of cut shots, right?
.148 for 9. 148 for 9.
Pakistan have done really well. What do you think, Faisal Bhai?
Yes, absolutely. The way they started and the way they're finishing now, I think they've done a tremendous job. But still, cricket is a funny game. You don't know. Sometimes low score is hard to chase as well, and sometimes you chase it quickly. So let's see what plan the Pakistan 11 batting side will going to take after this 20th over, and probably looks like it'll be above 150. Under 50, I think, is a good score to defend.
What has impressed you most about Pakistan's effort?
Finally, they've catch some balls and stopped some balls while fielding as well.
The fielding's definitely improved. Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
So it was their a positive sign during the game, and I think that is one of the reasons they've restricted them for some.
Like you said earlier, catches win matches. The first wicket, they could have collided. they managed to catch the ball, and that changed the game, right?
Absolutely true.
So all these cliches, they do come true.
Interesting field on the leg side and also on the offside.
Why do you make that comment? To educate our viewers?
Because if you look at the field on the offside, it's got a deep point and a deep extra cover wider towards mid-off, long off, and there's a two-fielder in the ring on the offside, short third man and extra cover. And then on the leg side, brilliant fielding there. The fielder who just stopped the ball at square leg. It was a very interesting field in the last over.
Yes, I was disappointed to see there was no backing up if the if it was a bad throw and the wicketkeeper didn't gather. Nobody was backing up. You know, the basis of cricket, you must back up. You know.
Absolutely true.
That's well
catch.
bowled.
Oh, another drop
Well
catch.
Mian.
Looks like another drop catch.
I hope they show a replay of it if it was a difficult chance.
Was it a bump ball or was it a straight catch?
This is good bowling from Mian.
On the leg side for 1 run. Looking for 2.
Okay, the fielder did well. He gathered the ball and got it in quickly. I like that because I don't like people challenging the batsman, you know.
He's looking everything on the leg side.
This is a very good over.
Wide ball.
Oh, it's a wide? Oh.
Being given a wide. Looks
that was marginal. That was marginal.
Looks very tight, actually.
Yes, I think he's querying it, but umpire's decision is final, Mr. Awaz. That's another hoik.
Looking for
good
2.
Fielding, single only.
Looking for 2. Another chance of a run out. Oh, they missed it. The throw was not up to the mark, actually.
But it was a good for the Legends. That was a good effort, you know. I'll give them at least 8 for their effort, you know.
Seems like the body is getting tired.
Yes, I think they need some energy drinks after this, right? But unfortunately, it hasn't been that hot. It was warmer earlier on in the day. There's a slight breeze too, so
that's well shot.
Bowled. This is a very good over. It's only gone for 3 singles, I believe, and it's I think five deliveries gone. There was a wide earlier, I forgot. Oh, that's on last ball of the game. Last ball of this innings, I should say.
Buys probably 2 runs. Looking for a third one, and there's a run out.
Well, Faisal Bhai, I really enjoyed your company and for all the educational tips you gave our viewers and myself. I look forward to commentating with you in the second innings.
Likewise. We'll see our viewers after the innings break.
Yes, join us on MAQ TV into the second innings.
project.
Indian Lake Estates as our newest Florida land investment opportunity. Situated in Central Florida, in the same county as Disneyland, Indian Lake Estates is within easy reach of Orlando, Tampa, and the Space Coast. Indian Lake Estates is a gated private community covering 10 square miles right next to one of the largest freshwater lakes in Florida. Entering through the gates, you soon discover an 18-hole championship golf course, a 9-hole executive golf course, alongside tennis, pickleball, and basketball courts. And when the games are over, why not relax in the estate's 23,000 square foot clubhouse, have a drink at the bar, or dine in the restaurant looking over the golf course. On the western side of the development is Lake Walk on Water, a 14 square mile translucent freshwater lake that is every fisherman and boater's dream come true. And once at the lake, you'll discover the longest freshwater pier in Florida, a perfect spot to fish or just watch the stunning sunsets next to the abundant wildlife. Indian Lake Estates boasts a variety of half-acre buildable home sites extending from the golf course to the lake, including lake access canal lots. All lots come fully deeded as well as inspected for wetland and flood zones. Owners can use all the facilities without having to build. Caledonian offers a limited number of buildable lots with significant investment growth potential.
Make Group Investment Project. For more inquiry, call us at +1 561 392 4800 or visit our official website www.makegroup.com.
Wheels turning there to get in. He's pulling this one, he's pulling well, and he's going to go over the boundary rope for the first maximum of the inning.
Yeah, big shot again from Rakeem Cornwall. We've seen it. So Hamza Tariq comes out of the Scotland national team. And look at that, all the ease in the world, inside out. Rakeem Cornwall smashes this one over the offside and 16 runs off the first over.
I will see what Jimbo Cornwall will make of it.
So Rakeem Cornwall, smash straight out of the playing area, and it's gone a long way. Rakeem Cornwall on the charge and smashes the Jelani Seal serves up. And this one, similar position, similar result. And while it may not have gone as long as the previous one, it's gone for 6. Couple of sixes here from Rakeem Cornwall. The pressure, couple of sixes already. Rakeem Cornwall, this is high in the air. This could go all the way. In fact, it has gone all the way. So 3 sixes in the over. Jelani Seals. Square leg one at mid-wicket. Here is Jelani Seals. And this
And
one.
again, it's gone. My word, Cornwall on the charge, and he tugged that one from outside the off stump, gave it a treatment, and that ball has gone over into the adjoining fields.
So Jelani
For the sixth.
So Rakeem Cornwall waits for Jelani Seals. He runs into both to Rakeem. Rakeem smashes this one over the long off area. And a couple of bounces and it goes away for 4. John Simpson gives chase. And while it wasn't a 6, that's a good looking shot from Rakeem Cornwall. It's over Jelani Seals, who probably would have bowled. He runs in again to both to Rakeem Cornwall. And Cornwall down the ground he goes, and it's gone all the way. So Rakeem Cornwall gets a 50 in just 12 balls.
My word, the quickest 50 in this tournament. Here comes the way.
Jelani Seals runs into both to Rakeem Cornwall, who's on an even 50.
And he goes again.
Look at
Yes,
that.
he goes. As easy as they come. And that's the biggest one yet. He goes into the stands. Cornwall on the charge. May have been inspired.
So Cornwall goes straight down the ground to long off. And look at that. It's gone a long way. 6 more runs to Rakeem Cornwall.
Folks, these are not highlights, folks. These are not highlights. This
Just 12 balls. Oh, straight up to long off. Has he given the man a chance?
During the broadcast. Here is Johnson flicked away. Beautiful shot there by Qureshi for 4. First delivery, it was as if he was batting there all night.
All or none is what Zeshan Qureshi is all about. And as you can see on the replay, he lets the ball come on to him and just at the last moment opens the face of his bat and let the ball run away to the fence.
And that's down to the boundary for 4. Qureshi goes with this one. Massive hit. Couldn't go all the way. 6 runs. Sean Qureshi, a 6 and a 4. 2 deliveries. I think we're going to go home early tonight.
Look at that shot, guys. This is a terrific stroke by Zeshan Qureshi.
Yeah. So here's Johnson. Johnson's a good bowler. Comes in now. Qureshi pulses away for 4. Short delivery. It stood up and into the boundary for 4. He's on 14 or 4. And I think Danny Khan, who loves to carry on a panchite, he probably needs to get down there and start preparing the toss for in the warm-ups. He was not hitting the ball. The guy like he was playing a joke. This is pulled away, and that's 4 runs. This guy called Qureshi. That's 4. He's not going to muck around.
Look at the replay. Again, waiting for that ball to come on to him.
It was a bad delivery, though.
Bad delivery, no doubt, but freeing his arms, getting his left leg out.
I'll tell you this. Look at it. Sammy's back punches off the back foot, and he actually gets a single. So he is so fast dealing in boundaries. He now gets 1. He goes to 19.
Studies.
This time it's gone! It's gone into the swap shop. And while you're there, you can probably bring me back something to eat. That's a massive 6.
Look at the replay here. Again, this is all pure power as he pulls that ball.
But I wonder if he's a vegan as well. That's 6.
I think Qureshi is telling Trevon Griffith that you don't.
Low corner and a wide mid-off. This time he hits it down the ground. Qureshi hits another 6. What's going on here?
And if you look at the
71
replay,
for 5 of 7.
look at the replay, Vinod. You can see he made room for that stroke. Again, waited for it and hit it over long off for 6 runs. That was a wonderfully struck stroke.
I wonder if he paid to come in. Here is Dean Johnson. He's into Qureshi. This is down the ground. Will let's go? No. They take 1. They should be coming back for 2. So that's 1 more. He goes to 32 of 11. Gets a single down to long off now. Qureshi seems to be playing for the not out now. Probably that's the most singles he has ever gotten in his life. The pavilion end now, bowling to Qureshi. not really getting that as he would have liked. 40 out to Qureshi. This follows his 43 not out in the. It's a wonderful victory for them.
We are close to the end, folks, but we have a couple of more people that we need to recognize. And each year, the Palm Beach County Sports Hall of Fame recognizes a person or organization whose dedication goes above and beyond typical commitment to sports and tourism throughout the county. Ladies and gentlemen, Mohammed Qureshi is this year's Outstanding Sports Contributor. Let's take a look at MAQ's accomplishments.
No one has done more for the development of the sport of cricket in the United States than our sports contributor, Mohammed Qureshi. In 1999, MAQ's passion for cricket led him to found a private sports and entertainment company called Cricket Council USA, which is the leader in the promotion, development, and expansion of T20 cricket in the United States. He has invested millions of dollars in the development of the sport across the country. MAQ built the first major cricket stadium in South Florida in Broward County in 2006, and he came to Palm Beach County a year later, building the Boca Riding Club and MAQ Stadium in Delray Beach, where championship events are held each year. The 2022 Legends World Cup will be played at MAQ Stadium. MAQ is a former member of USA Cricket, the sport's national governing body. He is the president and chief executive officer of MAQ Group, one of the largest real estate and financial groups in the United States, specializing in commercial real estate and sports management. At a special ceremony in Boca Raton last October, MAQ was bestowed the Lifetime Achievement Award from the Cricket Hall of Fame. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the Palm Beach County Sports Hall of Fame contributor of...
Good evening. I know you see my intro. I'm CEO Chairman for Cricket Council USA, and my job was build the cricket in the United States and have 8 regions, which has been developing. And My first cricket ever been played and fast version is at T20 in Dania Beach. I migrated 1984 in USA. My dream was how.
Welcome back, everyone. After the innings break, good ball straight into the stumps, no run. Great start by Surinder Ragwan. 2 dot balls, keeping it tight. Team Pakistan opening batters Mohammad Shahid and Devaraja. Looks like white ball on the leg side. First run for Team Pakistan. Very interesting field once again in the power play. We got excuse me. Close call. 2 runs for Team Pakistan. Very nice, interesting field set by Sundar Ragwan. He's got mid on and mid off, short mid wicket, square leg, no fine leg, and a deep mid wicket. A short third man, point cover, a fifth gullish slip. He's keeping his line and length very tight. White ball. Offside the off stump. We welcome back my commentating partner.
Yes, thank you. This Pakistan bat well. This could be a really tight, interesting game of cricket. While I was on break, I went a couple of the guys who played first class cricket in Pakistan, which was a pleasure, meeting some of them, and also for Team USA, they had some players who played for Team USA, which was good to see. Now I truly understand why they were called legends, because they've played against some great cricketers in their time.
Very good ball by Surinder. Nice swing. A better in swing on this ball. Nice tall fellow. Strongly built. He's got a nice bowling action. Another dot ball. 6 for none in first over.
Yes, he looks like a very, very strong bowler, strongly built gentleman. I guess in his younger days he may have been pretty quick.
Yes, by the looks of it.
So who was the quickest you faced in your time? as in your Test cricket?
I've faced a lot of fast bowlers in my long career of international and first class cricket. And you know, Pakistan is famous of producing lots of fast bowlers. So you can imagine what we go through in our domestic cricket.
Absolutely.
And when we talk about world cricket, I believe Shoaib Akhtar, Shane Watson, Shane Bond, and Brett Lee, Sean Tate, they were the fastest bowlers I faced in my era.
Wow.
Shane Bond, I believe, was most difficult to face in between all three of them because he was very quick off the wicket and with a quick bowling arm. It was tough to pick his swing, from watching from the arm. So yeah, Shane Bond has been one of the toughest I've faced with Brett Lee, and that's a terrible start. White ball on the leg side, boundary. Poor start, poor bowling by Athar Anis. There was no control on the new ball.
So you go 5 runs for that. Yes, Pakistan must be happy.
Yes.
This is Shahid Mahmood, and I had a conversation with him, and he said he's feeling very, very confident. What did you think of Dale Steyn?
Dale Steyn was obviously a good bowler in our era. I faced him as well. Obviously, he was very quick.
That's a beautiful cover
shot.
drive.
Excellent shot by Mahmood Shahid. Bowler is struggling his line and length. It's nice breezy outside as well. Very windy.
Actually, Mahmood Shahid batted very well yesterday. He looked a real class player yesterday when I saw him. Then watching him for the second time, nicely flicked away for a singer straight to
good run.
On.
Good run by Mahmood Shahid after the boundary. Rotation of strike is very important when you hit a boundary. Another wide.
Another dreadful delivery.
Very poor bowling from Athar Anis.
I don't understand the fielder would place that really fine leg there. It looks like he's a long stop to me. I mean, he's so fine.
It looks like he's standing there just to protect the boundary of the white ball.
That's to me too. I mean, that's a terrible. Well, that's dreadful if that is the case. You're wasting a fielder, right? Well, I guess not if the ball goes down there a lot, but then you're picking up a lot of extras. That's nicely flicked away down on the through mid-wicket boundary, and good running. 2 runs.
For a bowler, when he's struggling in a situation like this, he should just start to bowl cross seam. That's just basics. And when you're struggling to bowl and control swing, then just hold the ball cross seam and just start to have a line of length first and then carry on after that confidence of bowling it with the seam. Bowled. He's getting better. The confidence is coming. They need some wickets. World 11.
I think that was a little bit short. I don't know if it's too. It was really. It was a tight line. I think it might have been cramped for room there. Nicely defended.
Very defensive. Good start by Team Pakistan. 20 for none in 2 overs. First 6 overs very important for them, chasing a target of 157.
That was an expensive over from Athar Anis 14 runs came from that over. So Pakistan are on the march. Let's see how the second over goes, because the first over was a good over from Ragwan. Mr. Ragwan looks like he was a bodybuilder in his younger days.
Yes, he seems to be.
Oh, he's gone.
He's gone.
He's played across a straight one. That was a
poor shot.
Yes,
straight ball, missing the line, straight onto onto his pads, hitting middle stump.
Yes, I don't understand. You know, I truly don't understand that stroke.
It's a good ball, actually.
Did it seam a little bit? Maybe.
Yeah, it just moved on from the seam. It did seem a little bit.
Okay, this is Mia Nawaz coming into bat. He captains the Orlando Calendars in Orlando.
Orlando has been one of my favorite destinations, actually.
Yes, I'm fortunate to live there. I moved there it's going to be 22 years since I moved there. It was difficult moving from London to Orlando, adjusting to different type of lifestyle. But now I'm truly acclimatized to how things are done. The pace is so much slower than London, and I spent a lot of time working at Disney. So.
Oh, you work in Disney?
I used to work at Disney. I'm retired now. You know.
Lucky man.
Well, you know.
That is why I love Orlando, because of Disney.
Really? Yeah.
I've been there 4 or 5 times.
Yes, I guess when you visit there occasionally, or whenever you would visit, it's a different experience. But working there is a different experience too, right? Because you're there every single day.
Absolutely, lucky man you are.
But they did. Yes, there's a saying, nobody dies at Disney. You know that?
Really?
Yes, because if somebody's sick, you will never see them an ambulance pull up, right at the front lobby or anywhere. That they will always be backstage, what we call backstage.
Right.
So that's why they say, you know, this was the information I was given, right, that nobody dies at Disney.
Oh wow,
magic does happen at Disney, I believe.
It does, by the sounds of you. You know, this is a very important information you have given.
He's missed out on it, but there's lack of feet movement there. Otherwise, you should be getting across to the off stump. You know, move your back foot. I'm being a little bit critical of us because me and Awaz are good friends, and
as long as you can handle, I don't mind.
That's a nice
a good shot.
Awaz by. But you should be moving your feet. Don't you agree?
Absolutely, yes. He was actually trying to cut a straight ball, and that's why he was missing it. But this time when he moved his feet,
yes,
yeah, he's got a bit better position. That is why in batting you always say that you have to move your feet all the time. Very finely glanced. Probably 2 or 3. Good feeling.
No, I think Shahid Mahmood has struggled a little bit for his running, but he's a fine batsman.
Nice footwork there by the fielder at the boundary.
Well, they're up with the run rate so far. You know, they need around 8 runs and over, and They're at 24 for 1 off of 3. I think for point of view of Pakistan winning, they need a good partnership right now.
Yes, and especially users of power play.
Yes, for sure. But some teams tackle the power play differently, right?
Yeah, but I believe that, you know, in modern day cricket, you know, wherever you're playing, you always have a plan of the first 6 overs.
Yeah, yeah. I see Rohit changed his game totally. This IPL, this World Cup. Yeah, he was batting magnificently well.
Yes. And that is how you evolve, you know, by understanding your game and looking at the modern day cricket.
Yeah, sure. It must have been an education for all the kids that you coach and for the worldwide viewing audience. So when you went to Disney, which was your favorite park?
All 5 are my favorite parks.
Really?
I go every park and I explore every park one day. My wife, my kids. We go in the morning, we open the doors by ourselves with them.
Oh, really?
Just jokingly, and then we close the doors after the fireworks.
So you watch the fireworks.
Yes.
Well, I tell you, I worked at Animal Kingdom. I also worked at Contemporary, Art of Animation, Caribbean Beach, as well as Port Orleans. But I believe the best place to view the fireworks is from the Contemporary. When you're up on the 4th floor, you can go there. They have a buffet in the evenings there, and if you like buffets, they do a wonderful buffet there, and then you can have your buffet and then go to the balcony there and watch the fireworks, because you're away from being right on top of Magic Kingdom. You're away, and you get a whole picture of what's happening around you. And there's another one. There's another place which was timeshare, which was called Bay Lake Towers, right? And that you can go on the 15th floor, but you had to be a member to go there as a timeshare member. That was an absolute dreadful delivery.
Wide ball by Junaid Ahmed.
This is Junaid Ahmed is bowling. He was injured. Maybe still suffering from his injury, because he opened the batting out and bowling first change. Okay, that's a better length. Oh, another wide.
No, the wide. Doesn't look injured. He's okay now. It looks he's walking fine, running fine.
Yeah.
It's just, I think it's the wind outside there, you know, it's probably been tough for the bowlers to control the new ball.
Yeah. But for me, the kids really like Animal Kingdom, you know, and for educational purposes, Epcot is very good. Have you been on the new ride? They I think it's called Galaxy. They got a new ride that opened, I believe, about a year, 2 years. I went on there and I had to close my I chickened out. It was frightening, and I just couldn't take it. I was sitting next to my nephew, and I had my eyes closed all the time while I held on for dear life with it around my hand around his shoulder with my left hand, and my right hand gripping the bar there. And I've got a granddaughter, and she's only 5, and I think she's 5, just gone over 5, and she came out. She said, "Granddad, I loved it. And so it just goes to show you, you know, I've never enjoyed being frightened. You know, I don't get enjoyed being frightened at all.
Yeah, it's the same as for me. My last trip there was in 2017 with my wife and kids.
Yeah.
And we really enjoyed. We stayed there in Orlando for a week, and we explored all the parks every single day.
20. So did you say 2017?
17.
So it's a while. So you wouldn't have experienced this new ride.
Yeah, no, I haven't experienced this one. But hopefully Inshallah, we'll see.
Yes, I hope you enjoyed. I hope you take the opportunity to go on that ride. But what you have to do is, I'm sure you'll be aware, you have to book that ride in the morning.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so you have to, and they give you a
slot.
special allocated time when to go there, and there's a whole bunch of people there, as if you're actually going to space, you know, into the black hole, I believe they call it, you know. Yes.
It's a world of magic.
How did you find racetrack? Did you enjoy racetrack at all?
I think I haven't been to the racetrack. It's just the parks I've been into.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the ride at Epcot.
Yes.
Yes.
At the Epcot.
Yes, Epcot.
Okay.
It's called racetrack.
Okay.
So it's a ride, and that's another one where you're zigzagging on a roller coaster.
Okay.
Yeah, you feel like you know, it feels like you're doing a lot more speed than you are, but it's a nice experience if you've never been to.
Oh, there's a wicket there for.
That was the dangerous
Surrender
Shahid
Ragwan.
Mahmood out.
Shahid Mahmood gone
He
for
chased
10.
the wide one there, and looked like he got an inside edge there.
It looks like an outside edge to me,
Really?
actually.
Okay,
Yes,
maybe,
it was swinging the other way.
Yeah, my eyes are going. But it looked like a crossbat shot, right?
Yeah, it was a
Yeah.
cut shot he was trying to hit, but the ball was swinging. And Team Pakistan are in trouble now.
Yes, I must say Disney are very, very good in sense if you work for them, they kind of look after you. When you know, they had a I worked in engineering, so they did a very nice 401k for some of us, you know.
No, you've been lucky.
So that was luck. That was yes, they do take care of their workforce, you know, and they're very, very safety conscious, which I like, you know. There was big time into being health conscious, which is good because you know, you may be risking a colleague's life if you don't follow certain practices. You know, they have a thing called lockout, tag out. So if you're an electrician, you have to all the power breakers are shut off, and you put a lock on them, and you know, just only technical staff who are assigned to open those locks. So it was a very good experience for me. I think that ride is called Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh.
I think that's what it's called, Guardians of the Galaxy. But I used to enjoy going to Animal Kingdom with my grandchildren. This is Surinder Ragwan. He's picked up 2 for 6 off a 2.3. He's bowled very, very well. He's bowled a nice tight length outside off stump. That's a nice looking shot, but it didn't time it well, and it's gone straight to extra cover there, in the region of extra cover. And the other thing I enjoy about Orlando is I don't enjoy the weather too much because it gets too hot in the summertime, but we got UCF University, and then obviously we've got the big halls there, and we get the Bollywood stars, the top singers coming in, and I've managed to see Atif Aslam and Sanu Nigam and some of the great modern day singers of our time, and some of the legends as well. So that was really enjoyable evenings I spent watching these artists perform, Nina Kakur and a whole bunch of them. So it's nice. They used to come. recently we had I can't I can't recall his name right now. As soon as I recall his name, I'll tell you, it was a pleasure to go and watching him perform. That's a nice shot. Oh, misfield.
Sloppy field
Yes,
once again.
Sloppy, 2 runs. But you know, I think I realise these are legends, and they are legends, and you're going to get an odd mistake because of their age. I was being too harsh on them, and I apologise to their family and friends.
It's a good thing you do. They're all here for some
Yes,
fun.
I am truly sorry for some of the language I may have used in the past, but you know, as you realise that these are legends, and they've played first-class cricket, and you know how difficult it is to play first-class cricket, right? Especially in cricket-mad countries like Pakistan and India and Bangladesh. And Australia's so competitive, even though, and New Zealand, even with their population being so small, with Australia they've got I believe around about 20 million, and they're a growing nation. But can you imagine competing against India with a population they are, and a cricket nation that's absolutely thrives on their cricket? You know, they're bigger than movie stars. You know. In some countries, it's almost like their religion.
Yes, same as like Pakistan.
Yeah.
Cricket is the #1 sports.
Yes, I'm.
Oh, that's a beautiful shot.
Yes, and it got what it deserved. It was a rank bad ball, full toss. It deserved what it got. Pakistan are struggling a little bit, 35 for 2 off of 5.3. The power play's almost coming to an end.
Yes. Dot ball.
So which country did you enjoy touring the most?
England has been my favorite cricket playing countries.
Why is that? Is that because of the history of England, or
it's
and the sights?
it's because I've played a lot of cricket there,
Okay.
and the amount of experience I have playing for that English cricket has been done a lot of development for me as well, and that is what I tell to the young players in today's cricket, especially in Pakistan, that whenever they get an opportunity to play professional cricket in England, they must go and play professional cricket in England. Even the viewers who are listening to me right now, globally anywhere, if you are playing a good professional cricket,
Yes.
always take time out to play some professional cricket in England. It's a very, very development process for any youngsters or any professional cricketer to develop his skills.
Yes, we're privileged to join Mr. Mac in our commentary box, and he's the sponsor of this tournament. Maybe he'll say a few words in what he's trying to achieve for the cricketing world of this of USA. There's a few words from Mr. Mac.
What a ball! That's clean ball. Look like one more wickets pass. We have Faisal Iqbal here, and Faisal Iqbal is, first of all, again, welcome to him. South Florida is a part of our team from the day when we started 2008. And this is the event we happening, as you know, that's World Cup, Legend World Cup, and this is the event for past third edition in Broward County Cricket Stadiums. And this event is going to be giving you opportunity to the people who's been playing in USA cricket for all year around. Now they're getting age up and they cannot be reflections happening same way, so they have to move off the senior cricket, and that's why they come back to the senior cricket to bring them, because they are youngster, give them the chance to US Open, all the youngster, and giving back to the senior who become US Open last 15-16 years, so bring back to an Legend World Cup.
Yes, Magpie, welcome into the commentary box once again. I was actually telling them about your plans when I was talking to my fellow commentator, and I was telling them about what we were discussing in the morning, that why do you have this tournament and why you have planned all this, that these legends, you know, when they come to play US Open T20 tournament, so the youngsters sometimes don't get an opportunity to play. And now with this tournament, all these organizers and, you know, the former cricketers, the legends, are now playing their own tournament, and this will give an opportunity for the young players to play in their club teams in the US Open tournament, so that the more talent will come. So I was just a while ago telling our viewers about your plans and the way you have introduced this tournament in US cricket. You and your team, Cricket Council UA team, is doing a lot of work on the development process of cricket here in Florida and all over USA, and you've been doing a really tremendous job introducing these tournaments, especially the prize money you have increased this year in US Open.
Yes, Faisal, as you know, Cricket Council USA has been developing programs since 1999. A lot of them things only commercial basis. We hosting many tournaments for years and created the US Open. We have Washington T20, DC T20, we call Virginia T20, and Connecticut T20. We have Dallas T20. We have done New York T20. Have done many tournaments to create the teams and players, and they will gonna come to play US Open. So 2013 is the longest year. If you look at it, we started. We have 40 teams participating in US Open. 40 teams all over the places. And USA, as you know, that has a lot of teams out there, but they cannot compete international players to play with. Whenever they go, teams are not playing. The reason is not that because we don't have professional full-time job for the players.
Yes.
And every country is ahead of us, USA, because they do have professional players. Only thing they do there play cricket 24/7, play cricket, dream with the cricket, wake up with the cricket, and practicing is and all. In USA, players basically they work for odd jobs and different jobs and professional jobs. They off only for a weekend, Saturday, Sunday, and they start playing cricket. So Saturday, Sunday cricket never gonna take you competition with against full national teams who playing 24/7 only cricket. Each player's professional paying by cricket. So that's the difference. We have USA teams and India teams.
But a lot of cricket is being developed now in US, and a lot of cricketing development work is being going around in USA. And you have seen these leagues are happening, and also your Cricket Council USA is doing a lot of hard work in promotion and, you know, promoting leagues all around. So do you think from the last 15-20 years since you are involved with US cricket, it is developing and evolving to a next level?
Yeah, they did. They have a lot of them players, a lot of teams, increases many teams and many players. But the thing is, it still is the concept is same, because that teams increasing, players increasing, development lots, a lot of people interesting to play. But the initial stage, which you need the grassroots,
is not there. Still is not there because
Right.
that's what they have to bring them
Yes.
to professionalism. They should have USA professional players, training camps, year rounds, they're playing tours. They have to have facility where basically they can be hire them players for the payrolls and income wise they had it on the family they can be full time is playing as a cricket and then we're gonna give them learning lots and then go to play with the big national teams as the India teams and Australia teams and New Zealand teams. But the same thing, we increasing number of the player, increasing number of the teams and activate, but this is gonna be become local crickets only, not the international. So if you look at it, fact of there, that's why we start US Open after we decided in so many years we cannot be compete international scales, you know, because of the time on USA.
Right.
And that the time of the USA, so we decided, you know, call US Open. So whatever we play in USA play, you know. So US Open is like there. So I think that will be clearly understanding because they have to be two way you can do. We can have two teams for USA. All is paid players in USA, professional playing. Then they can compete with anybody. Take a good 2 years to bring them professional players, grooming in full times, and they come to compete with the international major teams, which is India, Pakistan, Canada. Even the Canada is the same situation in USA. So we need to make a North America as one of the West Indies teams, which is they had it that not qualify for last World Cup
Yes.
because they all international, all local players playing international
Leagues.
premium leagues, international leagues. That will be give them all local players. They're looking for the money. Then looking for not professionalism for the own country. They're going to playing outside the countries, and then that's what they are. That's why I like India. India restricted. Indian players. If you look at it, the Indian players, they'll all requirement is who's in national players do not play any other leagues outside.
But Magpie, there's a question. When
Yes.
you compare India with other world cricket nations and the players about the leagues, the amount of money they get in IPL, even at Indian players, their players and coaches, I think after that money they don't need to work or play anywhere around the world. But when you look at the other countries like Australia, New Zealand, Pakistan, England, and all that, their own leagues don't have that much of money. That's why the players go abroad, especially when you talk about the West Indies cricket right now. Their players are mostly playing leagues around the world, and they prefer the leagues. Recently, the world cricket is changing, and you see the cricket boards are giving permissions to the players to play leagues and probably different kind of contracts. So by looking at that, you will see less players playing for the national teams and more players will be playing the leagues around the world, even the coaches also.
Yeah, but Faisal, if you look into it, the biggest issue you can see that it's a local investor. India have local investor. They own the teams, and they're investing a lot of money on the teams, and they're paying a lot of money on the teams local. They call IPL. If you go to CPL have no local investor, no local teams owner. They have all foreigners.
Yes.
So how you can be grow because they thinking that they can put the money in and then take them back from other international. So they need it to be justified whenever they have leagues. International league GT20 is not well established because at this point I look at it. Any other, if you sell the teams, have to be local companies teams. Local investor, which is very strong, due diligence do the strong, and they make even the Pakistan PSL is very successful.
Yes.
Also, because they have local investor and they're putting the monies together and they pay good money too. Not like India paying a lot of money there because their capacity, they have the huge amount of money and bigger investor.
Yes.
Microsoft and all of them, they have it. But here in Pakistan does not have capability. They have limited resources, and based of that, they will be paying it. So they make a huge difference. That's what I seen Bash League. If you go to the Australia, they are very successful, right? So that will be make a huge difference if they can come back to West Indies and make it on local, and they have more sympathy on local investors and invest the money and they can make money there because that's what they have like more, the Indian players, upcoming players gonna play. So if you look at the West Indies programs, it's total difference. I can own team, you can own the teams, they live in international, they all about the money there. India is truly investment. They're investing the brands, investing, the local investor. So that's the huge difference.
Yes, you are absolutely right, and I think they've got a big market, and especially they're investing in their teams in the different leagues also. You will see they have a team in the South African T20. You will see they have a team in other different leagues as well. So yes, obviously they are evolving. Other teams are also evolving. But as you were right from a point of view that unless and until the grassroots level it doesn't get better in US, it'll take more time to establish.
Go back to the teams playing right now. 49 for 4. Amir Khan is on the strike, and he's for 3 for 6. Strike on Zulfikar Azim, which is new batsman, changing in after Broward, who lost his wickets. And Azim pulled the forward, and the Arun Paul is the first over. Is they got 2 balls, and Arun come back to the Zulfi, and they got single call for and rotate the single, and Zulfikar got first run on 2 balls, and Empire is probably talking to the players, do not run to the wickets right on the middle. That's what sound like it. And good to see back. Amin Osamia, who's here with a commentator, professional commentator from actually from England, and flew into Orlando and be a part of a legend because he loves cricket. He came here voluntary and filling in, enjoying the beautiful cricket in South Florida.
Yes, I'm enjoying these wonderful facilities that you've created, and it's a beautiful view watching the cricket on. It's a really new experience for me watching a monitor with one angle and watching the live game, and I'm really enjoying it, and the facilities that you provide for the rest of us, and I am honoured to have the opportunity to experience what I've experienced in the last 2 days.
So that's the good thing about it here. We like to bring him the different stages. I was one time we have never prepared the wickets. I have done that. This is a new experience. Commentary, I have not done that. So this is another experience. So what happened? I did many interviews for personal interviews and all. But commentary is one of the art there. But if you have knowledge of the cricket, then you don't have any issue there. The team Pakistan was playing is a 51 for 4. They lost back-to-back. Last game they lost it yesterday against India first game, and now the second games. If he lost, they out of competitions. They will gonna playing for ranking 3rd and 4th tomorrow. And tomorrow is the big day for the U.S. Open coming up, playing all over the world, watching here in Broward County Cricket Stadium. First game, opening games is playing, Broward County Cricket Stadium. So Pakistan against World 11, 9 overs, 51 for 4. Khan is a 4 for 8, and Zulfikar Azim for 3 balls. Beautiful South Florida weather, as you seen. Wicket playing not very high, but is playing low, as you can see it. quick single, make it, and if this over.
If I may interrupt a little bit, there's a very important fundraising dinner coming up. Mishba's going to be there. It's for Pakistan Children Heart Foundation today in Orlando. So if you're an Orlando resident, please try to make it at 7 o'clock today. I only found out this information. I just got a message on WhatsApp from one of my colleagues who plays cricket for American calendars there, and it's let me see where the venue is. Hosted by Rahil Rahman, Saeed Tusif Iqbal, and Ashar Ahmed. I'm just looking for the venue here. Oh, okay, I got it here. It's 3727. I'm going to spell it, but I can't really pronounce this too well. It's spelled STANIEL, and the second word is K, spelled CAY, Loop, Orlando, Florida, and the zip is 33817. It's a fundraiser for a very good cause. It's for Pakistan. It's for Pakistan Children Heart Foundation of North America. Please try to attend and give generously. You know, we are privileged to live to be fairly well off. Please help as much as you can. I would appreciate that. Thank you. So, Mr. Mack, what do you think of this game so far? Pakistan are 56 for 4 off of almost 10 overs, and they're falling behind the run rate every over that goes by.
Yes, I mean, as you've seen, the Amir Khan is playing very cautiously, and then also another is partner is playing. Zulfikar Azim is at 2. They're not going for the big knock, and they're going behind. They need 100 to win for a 60 ball. 10 run per hours left. There's a lot of run on the board to make.
Yes, they're getting behind the run right there. Amir Khan is 8 off of 11, and Zulfikar Azim is 3 off of 6. So 57 for 4, but in T20, if you got some power hitters, 10 runs and over at this stage is definitely on.
57 for 4, 10 over, 22 extra, a lot of extra on this. They're out of 54, half is an extra runs out there.
So, Mr. Mack, please tell me, you have plans for the stadium. What are you gonna? Is there more buildings gonna go up or?
Yeah, Broward County Cricket Stadium, they're building the new seating area, as you've seen out there, and they're making the 3 clay practice wickets outside the fields. Also, they're doing the professional field. World Cup is happening next year here. World Cup's games is happening in Broward County Stadium. So that will require them certain things like practicing, net practice, and plus require them upgraded on the seatings. So we will have upgrade seating. We got all around the circle. We have cricket seatings. We used to have only one side, 5,000 capacity. We will gonna be added. Broward County will be added and additional seatings, so people gonna watch beautiful cricket in Broward County.
So what is the capacity going to be? Because you say it's at the moment it's 5,000. So what they're expecting around about 20,000?
Close to 15,000 capacity they can come in along with, and then extra. I don't know, with a plan for it.
I hope he's okay.
Amir hit that to Zulfi on the back. His straight hit went to the backside, but looked like no damages.
Yes, that was a hard hit shot, and he got hit at the non-striker's end as he turned his back on the cricket ball. That's not a very wise thing to do, to turn your back on a cricket ball. You can get seriously injured that way. it's Arun Patel bowling. He's bowled quite well. His figures right now are 1 for 7 off of 1.5 overs. And Pakistan are falling further and further behind on the run rate. You know, they need something extraordinary. They need maybe a Maxwell, I don't know. I guess we're going to be mentioning that name a lot these days, Mr. Maxwell. after those innings he's played.
Yes, total is 61 for 4. Amir Khan is 9 for 12, as you can see in the screen. Look like the Team World 11 have a match on his hand at this point. The run rate is raising up over 10. And a quick run, Amir Khan, they pull this thing on the side. They make quick singles, 62 for 4.
Yes, Amir's got to be careful. He's got a knee. He's had a long time knee injury, so he has to be careful how he takes these quick singles. And you know, we need Pakistan need a skipper's knock from Amir. Zulfikar Azim is 6 from 10 deliveries. He really needs to get a move on. You know, it's like already 11 overs gone, 4 for 63, or 63 for 4. I said it backwards because it depends where you come from in this world. Australians say it differently from rest of the countries in the world, cricket nations. In England, we say 63 for 4. In Australia, they say 4 for 63. So, Mr. Mack, are you enjoying commentating today?
Yes, I mean, it's fun to have you and fun to have commentary, especially with professional commentator with Amin has been, you know, with us. So we're enjoying it because then giving your experience and to be a commentator. So I'm here because of Mr. Amin, who was a wonderful commentator, and from England to the Orlando, long journey to come here. Hopefully, you know, like you see, the Amir, his best friend is playing out the field,
yes,
which is actually special order. But yesterday we was wondering what happened after the match is Amin was disappeared, and we was wondering, we were looking after hunting the bird kind of things. Amin was not here.
No, what happened is I was very nervous on commentating, and also I hadn't slept for 2 days. So when I went back to the hotel, I showered up and I crashed. I fell asleep straight away, and I woke up this morning. My roommate Awaz was there, and I had a few words with I asked him what time he got in, and he told me he got in around midnight, and I was really tired, and it was a great honor to be commentating.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I know we was missing out. Hopefully, you got good rest for yesterday, so you have been back over one more games after thereafter. Amir is also playing on next games thereafter this game. This is the last game for the day. Is Pakistan against USA. That's the big game coming up next game. Hopefully, Pakistan have another chance to play with against USA.
That was a rank bad ball. It was short on a leg stump, and kind of a pull down to square leg for 4 runs. That was Zulfikar. Maybe Amir's had a word with him to get a move on, because he's 11 off of 13 and 69 for 4, and somebody needs to play a really positive innings. Get Pakistan in this into this match. You know, if I sound a little bit biased, I apologize, because three of my three of my colleagues who are my good friends play for Pakistan. But I will try not to be biased. I promise you guys.
Do you play cricket in the back then?
Yes, I played cricket from a very early age. I remember my playing with my older brother at the age of about 6, 7, and I used to cry when he didn't pick me. My older brother. This was in Africa. I was we were in well I was born in Tanzania. My father was a headmaster, and he was a highly educated man, and we moved to England in the 60s. So he had an opportunity to move to England or Canada, but he chose England. So I grew up playing cricket at a very early age. You know, I never had coaching in my life. I just picked it up, you know, whatever I could do. And I used to open the bowling actually, and I played for a club called Ilford, which produced about 5 Test cricketers and a number of county players. So I'm kind of proud, having played. I had no coaching at all, to play with some guys who actually played Test cricket. And I've met a lot of Test cricketers in my time, you know, and I played against. I remember playing against Mike Gaddin when Mike Gaddin was only 16 years old. He used to play for Bronsbury. I played against Angus Frazier, who played for Stanmore, and that was a year when Steve Waugh came over on a SO scholarship to Ilford Cricket Club, and to see him mature into the cricketer he achieved, he became one of the greats. And obviously Ilford Cricket Club produced Graham Gooch. They also produced Nasser Hussain and Jawed Hussain. God bless him, he's passed away now. He was a very, very good friend of mine, and his son became an England Test cricketer. And I remember going with they call him Joe Hussain, but his name was Jawed Hussain, and going to Edgbaston and watching his son toss a coin in that England blazer, and Steve Waugh, who played for Ilford as a young cricketer on an scholarship, in the Australian blazer, and to see them to walk out into the middle of Edgbaston, you know, it was a very moving moment for Jawed Hussain, Joe Hussain, and myself, and another one of my good friends, Kenny Kandola, he was there. So 3 of us really enjoyed the experience, and it was a very, very good occasion, because Nasser got 100, and I believe Graham Thorpe got a double 100 in that Test match. So it was good to see the Aussies getting bashed around, because they've been bullying cricket for a long time, and I guess they'll always they'll always be a great cricketing nation. Yeah, that's a short briefly. You know, I was 49, so I could only do it for 1 year, and I said I would only do it for 1 year because I had some plans to move into USA.
Okay, they see that I scored is a 75 for 4 and 13 pass. So they have partnership for 26 runs as in partners. Zulfikar made 14 for 6, so he's coming ball to ball. 14 for 19 balls, and of this our Paul another end. So now we have 7 more over to go. So next match coming up. The Pakistan is behind close to 82 runs and 42 balls. What do you think? That they can chase that run easy, or
I
hard?
I think it's very doubtful. That means 7 overs, and they got to score. What 85 runs off of 7 overs?
Yes, that's what
right.
they're looking.
And last over, Pakistan only got 5 runs. It's a situation. It's do or die now, right? Because if they lose this match, they're out of the competition. So you got to go for hell for leather.
Yeah, they have to keep going. You know that the times they have to keep going now.
I think the time has come. Hit out or get out to me, and give the next guy an opportunity. Maybe he can do something.
Yes, there is 77 for 4 is 13. So basically 2 run per balls they require them at this point, and every ball is have to be 2 runs. May miss that thing up offside off stumps.
Actually, Amir is eating up a lot of cricket balls. He's got 14 off of 19 deliveries. He's striking at around about 75.
Is the white ball is outside the stumps?
Amir feels like if that was a wide, and
it was a white ball, but the umpire didn't call because he's trying to reach out the ball. Maybe that's what happened. I mean, the ball was the white. But let's see what's the next one. The requirement is going higher par.
But Mr. Mack, there's a saying in cricket: umpire is never wrong. I don't know if that is true or not, but I think I live by that philosophy anyway. Not unless I'm very biased on that particular day.
One more run total is 15. And the new 78 for 4. The wicket playing very low, as you seen that thing up. The ball's coming in slow, but when they bounce the ball is coming lower. If you look at the half flighted ball is Azim Zulfikar Azim is pulled this thing away for singles. Total is 77.
Yes, sir. I grew up playing cricket on grassy wickets. They would seam a lot, and on certain surfaces you get good pace, but clay wickets generally tend to be low and slow. That's what I believe. Maybe my co-commentator, when he comes back, the ex-Pakistani Test player, will educate me some more on actually playing on a clay surface. I watched a lot of cricket in on clay. I believe the wickets in Pakistan are clay, and they're low and slow, generally speaking.
So, did you watch the World Cup in India recently?
Yes, I watched every single game, and I used to get up early in the morning and watch them. And
so, what you seen on that?
Well, I was supporting Pakistan, obviously, because of my faith and also the nation of Pakistan, and I was bitterly disappointed in the spin bowlers. They didn't do justice to Pakistan cricket, which is a shame, because Shadab is a high-class cricketer, but I think they played him. I think they they should have been brave enough to drop him earlier. We're not talking about events that, it's easy to say everything in hindsight, but he was bowling so badly, and we know what a good bowler he is, Shadab Khan. But he was bowling either full tosses or halfway down the wicket. Either he was giving runs away and getting hit to the boundary of a bowling so short square of the wicket. Which was very, very disappointing. And I thought Rizwan was magnificent in his efforts. I thought he played really, really well. And unfortunately, Shaheen wasn't there for Pakistan, the bowling side, because I think you're hunting pairs, and he was outstanding in the other tournaments. He's one for the future for sure. Anyway, that's another cover drive towards deep extra cover there for a single. Pakistan are falling further and further behind the run rate. Is 16 runs for 22, and Amir is 16 off of 22, and Azim is 18 off of 22. They need some big hits. They need some sixes and fours. welcome back. It's Mr. Iqbal is back, the ex-Pakistani Test cricketer.
Thank you very much, sir. Was enjoying listening Mr. MAQ Qureshi's experience and his plans for Cricket Council USA.
Yes, it's always nice to hear different visions of what you can do and what you can achieve in life. But I believe America is a great country. I'll tell you why I think it's a great country. You can be of any age, and you can do whatever you want, and that is true. Because I'll give you an experience. When I was in engineering, there was a man. Whether you're a female or a male, it doesn't matter. They don't discriminate. I've seen women truck drivers over here. I've also seen an apprentice at the age of 60. Can you believe it? He's going to take up a trade at the age of 60, and it takes 4 years to get an apprenticeship. So by that time, when he's 64, he may work for another year and retire. Maybe take his old age Social Security. Maybe. So it's a great country in that respect in terms of work-wise. But when you were in England, it was like you would be an apprentice. You would never get an apprenticeship after the age of 20. You know, you're too old. Also, education-wise, in England, they have a system of O levels and A levels. That means you're judged at that age. If you past A levels with good grades, you're going to go to university. In America, you learn at your own pace, and you learn at your own pace. So there's no pressure. There's no pressure on you by the age of 18 that you have to pass your A levels with A's to go to university. That's why I believe it's a great nation in that respect.
Yes, you are absolutely right. That's why they say America is a land of opportunities.
Yes.
I was wondering to ask you one thing. How many years you've been living in US?
For me, it's going to be 22 years now.
22. How many years you've been living in US?
I've been here 22 years now.
Yeah, so you've still got a British accent with you.
I think.
What is the story behind it?
I think whatever nation that you lived in for a long, long time, from an early childhood, it's an accent that you will carry with you all your life. If you're an Australian, a lot of people think I'm from Australia, but I can tell you, Australian accent is totally different from England.
Yeah, absolutely, huge difference.
And the English are called Poms. The word Poms means prisoner of Mother England, right? And the Australians are called Limeys because when they were prisoners from England to Australia, they used to drink a lot of lime because of scurvy, right? So I think I pronounced the name correctly, right? There's a lot of doctors playing out here today because they're legends, but they were professional cricketers. Also, they had professions, so they will educate me on that word and stuff like that. But I believe they used to drink a lot of lime on the ships because it was, in those days, it was a long journey from England to Australia.
Yeah, I can imagine that. 87-4 Team Pakistan. Nice partnership building up between Amir Khan and Zulfikar Azim.
So did you have you taken the opportunities when you've been to Orlando to go on Disney cruises and various other cruises, because Port Canaveral is just down the road from there?
Yeah, I'm actually I like all the rides. I want to be there in the queues for the rides, and I made sure that I've been on all the rides, and there were some.
No, I think you may have misunderstood my question. Disney have these cruises,
Oh, you were
on
talking about the
cruises
Disney
on
cruise.
Port Canaveral.
Yeah.
They got this. They got various Disney ships there, and also they got the other cruise lines, Carnival and everything else. Have you been on a cruise? Did you ever venture out there?
No, unfortunately, I haven't been yet. But obviously, if I get an opportunity in lifetime, I
you
will
must
definitely go.
you must experience a cruise because you know your wife can sit back and enjoy the luxuries for 5 days, and the kids are happy, and they have different. You have the buffets and at lunchtime, and then you have a main 5-course dinner in the evenings where you gotta dress up with a suit and tie. So if you're a suit and tie man and you like dining that way, you got that opportunity. So it's an experience. And what I like about Disney cruises is if you're of different faith and you're a Muslim, and they will provide halal food for you, just whatever your choices are, and they will cater for that at no extra expense, which is a very good thing, because at one time I visited Orlando in the 90s and I couldn't find anywhere really of halal restaurants, so it was mainly pizzas for us at that time, and lots of vegetarian food, which I enjoy anyway.
Yeah, you're absolutely true, and now you're making me more excited to go there as soon as I can.
You should take the opportunity.
Probably after the U.S. Open.
Yes, you can. Unfortunately, these days.
Oh, there's a wicket there now.
Oh,
Wicket number 5 for Team Pakistan is Amir Khan, who got top edged to Shafiq Khan, actually.
Yeah, I'm sorry about taking not commentating on the cricket for the last few overs, because they're 91. Pakistan are 91 for 5, 16.4 overs, and they need some. They need 60s and 4s. You can forget about the singles.
Team Pakistan are in a tough situation right now.
Yes, there's only one unfortunate thing now, that a lot of the cruises you got because of COVID, you got to book like a year. It's going to take about a year before you can get on a cruise. Like, I'm not sure about Disney, but I know about Carnival, which are obviously inferior to Disney, and the other cruise lines.
Yeah, it's always been an excellent experience when you go to Disney. You feel like a child. Your inner child comes out. That happens with me all the time.
Yes, I guess so.
I get more excited than my kids, actually.
Yeah, for sure. I guess it's, if you're not used to it, it's a new experience, right? But they do cruises all over the world. They do cruises to Disney. I'm not talking about Disney here. I'm talking about other cruise liners. They do cruises to Alaska. I've only been on one to in the Caribbean. I enjoyed it. It was like for 4 days, and it was relaxing, because you get up whenever you feel like. You can go gym, and when you're on a ship and you see that horizon. I used to get up early every single morning just to see the horizon, and it was beautiful. And because you're high up on a balcony there on a ship, and seeing the sun rising, and you wonder the nature of this world, and some of the wonders of this world.
Yeah, absolutely true. 95 for 1 after 17 overs. Looks to me it's getting tighter and tighter for Team Pakistan, as they're losing wickets and not big runs coming in the overs as well.
This was Pakistan's failure yesterday as well. They had lots of wickets in hand, but and they started losing wickets towards the end because they got so far behind the run rate. They put the pressure on the incoming batsman, and I believe it's a hopeless situation now. They need 66 of 18 deliveries.
Looks like a miracle now for them.
Do you believe in miracles?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
A strong believer in miracles because cricket has taught me all that. There are games which we have won while I was playing, and as a batter, I won those games for the team. There were those, like, you can say they were unbelievable. Nobody was expecting, chasing 13 runs and over, 14 runs and over in ODI cricket. So things have happened. When you have experience of doing that by yourself, that's when you start believing in miracles.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. There's two games I recall, right? One was South Africa playing Sri Lanka, and they were 9 down, and they needed something like 80, 90 runs to win, and they got them with Rabada bowling and a whole bunch of them bowling, and they put on that run, and I was shocked because it was like almost the game was over. And there was another big last wicket partnership, I can't recall right now, where the game was totally lost, and there was a huge... Oh, yes, I remember now. How can I forget? It was Stokes and the left-arm spinner for England when they put on about almost 140 runs, I believe.
Yeah,
no, Stokesy got 140 odd, and the partnership was around about 100.
Yeah, it's an Ashes Test match you're talking about.
The Ashes Test
I
match
saw that
at
one,
Headingley.
Yeah. Headingley, yeah.
And that is a miracle for me because that game was finished.
Yeah, Jack Leach, I think, was batting.
Yeah, Leach, that's the name.
And after that, I read it somewhere that Specsavers wants to make him his brand for whole year, giving him free Specsavers.
Who's that? Sorry, Leach?
Yes, Leach. He wears specs, those.
Okay, yes.
So,
yes. And did you find out why one of the batsmen earlier was wearing sunglasses when it wasn't the sun wasn't shining?
No, I don't know, but if I see him around, I'll definitely ask him.
Yeah, I got glasses that look like sunglasses. Maybe he could have had the same surface because my daughter...
No, I think it was a proper sunglasses.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It was the dark
because I've got glasses that people mistaken because my daughter's an optometrist, and she's got this coating on them. I forget what it's called. So sometimes people think I'm wearing sunglasses when I'm not. They go really dark shade. Do you know what that coating is called? I should really remember.
But I've seen the ones which you're saying right now. Yeah. The magic, and that's something magic you can say for small kids.
Okay. Yes, I mean, so that is and that was for
good shot. Oh, sloppy bit of fielding there.
That was he was wearing them in this game, right? For the rest of the world. I gotta find out why he was wearing them. I'm one of these people who's always trying to educate himself. I spend a lot of time on the phone, trying to educate myself with different questions. I'm not one of these persons who types in the question. I speak the question. Sometimes they don't understand what I'm saying because of my accent.
You're sounding like you got an Irish or Scottish accent.
Now, that's a rivalry, right? Scotland, England, right? In soccer, that's a big rivalry.
I know, yeah.
Now, please,
I've lived 25 years in England.
I'd say I'm a true Indian because we're all Indians, even though Pakistan was India. So when people ask me what I am, I say I'm of Indian origin. Because
102 after 5 after 18 overs.
Yes, 102 for 5.
After 18 overs.
Yeah.
There's a very funny story I'm going to tell you. I was playing a Premier League game in Manchester, in the Manchester Premier League for Hayward, and I was batting with one of my mates, and we saw some of those, those Air Force helicopters and those, aircrafts, they fly low by in that area of Manchester. So it was a very fun incident. Me and my friend was batting, local lad, and suddenly we saw those helicopters going in front of us, and I just said to him in a very joking manner, I said to him, seems like the Germans are invading again.
That didn't go down too well, right?
And he looked at me and said, you're a cheeky man.
Okay, another wicket gone. And this is a totally hopeless cause. 102 for 6. 18.1 overs, and Pakistan legends have not done themselves any justice. But hey, in a game, in any sport, there's a winner and a loser. People always remember the winners; they forget the losers. Even when sometimes losers, batsman or bowler produces a world-class performance, and it's very rare that you get man of match from a losing side, right? Do you recall in your cricketing career anybody getting man of match in a losing cause?
Yes, it has happened a couple of times, and I was a bit surprised actually that how did the committee give someone a man of the match when they're on the losing side. I still don't understand why they do that.
But what happens when somebody gets 150 and the bowlers bowl pile of rubbish and yeah, I can see where you're coming from, but sometimes you have to reckon there's always a winner and a loser. Sometimes a man's played a great innings or something, and because of circumstances they lost that game. Yes, it is very, very rare, and for people to get that achievement, they must have played out of their skin, right?
Absolutely.
I've never understood that phrase, playing out your skin.
I'm expecting a little bit of fireworks from Team Pakistan.
Really? Yeah, you missed it yesterday. This is shambolic of the circumstances that were yesterday.
Yeah.
Right, yesterday they batted better than today.
I never understood a batter, especially when they're chasing runs and if they're on a losing cause, why they don't go for big shots. Do they just want to go back as not out batter, or like what do you think goes around in the mind?
I think Jawed used to say, when I used to play club cricket with Joe Hussain, he used to say when people used to come out not out and not really going for the runs, he said, why is he doing that? Is he going to put those runs in a bank, right, for the future? He used to get very, very upset, and Joe was a very tough captain, and I remember him getting very angry on certain occasions. And majority of the times he was correct, but he was a very good. He was also a cricketing coach, and he coached Nasser all his life. So
good shot there finally. A boundary.
Okay, 4 runs
for
there.
Asim Hussain.
There's a saying, too late for the heroes, right?
Absolutely true.
Oh, it's another 4.
No, it's the same.
Oh, it's a replay. Sorry. So I was watching the monitor here, and I said, oh, okay, another short delivery. He's pulled away. Okay. Well, I must say I really enjoyed my commentary with a great Pakistani cricketer. My name is Amin Vasamia, and he will once again say his name for the viewers, and it's been an absolute pleasure, and I hope to see him again at some time in the future.
Thank you, sir. It was a pleasure for me as well, sharing some experiences and getting some information from you. And also for our fans and the viewers all around the world watching and listening us on the telly.
Yes, there's a saying, goodbye from me and goodbye from him. That's an English comedy they used to have. I've forgotten which one it is. It's so old. So a lot of viewers wouldn't understand what I'm saying. Anyway, I look forward to maybe commentating in the next game Pakistan are playing, which will be against Team USA. Let's hope for a
That'll
better
be a
game.
very interesting game, actually.
Yes, I hope it's going to be. I hope it's going to be a better game than this. But Team USA have got a very strong bowling lineup.
I'm just wondering how Team Pakistan will going to play after finishing this game and then play another one.
I guess they're going to have to take some energy drinks and get some energy back again, and this defeat you know, there's no shame in losing, right? None whatsoever. And I hope they come out positive with a positive mind and do themselves justice, because I know I've seen some of these guys before. They're better cricketers than what they've shown in the last 2 days. Maybe the occasion's got to them. I'm not, you know, they can. I can't answer that for them. They have to answer that question themselves. Anyway, I leave you, and I wish you a good day. And I hope you join us again on MAQ TV. Goodbye for now.
$116 for 6. 2 more balls to go. And Team World 11 is already close to their victory. Shot on the leg side, and Team World 11 has won their game, and they are on to the next level. Team Pakistan tried their level best, but they were short of runs. Next game, Team Pakistan will be playing against Team USA. Till then, we'll go for a break. Just to go through the batting card for Team Pakistan: Mahmood Shahid, 10 runs, Devarajan, no run, Awais Mahmood, 11, Amir Khan, 24, Abrar Ahmed, 3, Zulfikar Azim, 24, Zaki Kabir, 9, Asim Hassan, 8. Just a small partnership between Amir Khan and Zulfikar Azim to give them a little bit of stability. On the bowling side for World 11, Surinder Raghavan, 4 over 9 runs, 3 wickets. Good economy. Athar Anis, 2 overs, 19 runs, no wicket. Junaid Ahmed, 4 over 27 and no wicket. Arun Paul, 4 over 16 runs, 1 wicket. Ganesh, 4 overs, 26 runs, no wicket. Shafiq Khan, 2 overs, 10 runs, 2 wicket. Till then, we'll have a break, and then we'll see you after the break.